can and shit.
Can't hear anything.
Now, these videos are a little old. They look a little dated. I don't want to hear any jokes about them. And don't let the style distract you. And I don't want any questions about the tables. All right.
Here we go.
You have to fill out a form just to throw something in the garbage? That sucks. Beavis, you're a stupid dumbass.
When I was a kid, I fell into a river and a fish bumped me out of the water. I was supposed to die, but a fish bumped me out with its nose. That was the earth telling me I was supposed to do something great.
That's right. You're tuned in to the one and only Three Wheel Bicycle podcast coming out of Casper, Wyoming. If you're looking for, I don't know, useless information that we spew amongst you, you came to the right spot.
Come on down.
Hell yeah. Your voice is so soft with that goofy thing. on
It
the
is.
Microphone
Smooth. Get ready for another, eventful episode. This one's brought to you by the number C.
Cool.
I love the number C.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Like that. I did that on purpose.
Yeah,
That's good.
no, it's natural. It came across that way.
Do you remember the C thing?
The
No.
C?
Yeah. Last night when you were messing
Oh,
with the thing.
Yeah. I do.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
Well, how was
It's-
everyone's New Year?
Amazing.
I don't know. It's all right.
You don't remember yours?
Well, yeah, it's still right now, right?
Today's the 5th.
Well, it's a new year, though.
Mm-hmm. Five days ago.
How's my new year so far?
So far,
Oh, it's been great.
it's been great.
I get to go to Oklahoma City and Odessa, Texas, and deal with dumbass people.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Forgot about that.
Do you know how many people I know in Odessa? That's how many.
Yeah.
I know like 4.
Really? So I guess try to get us to visualize Odessa, Texas.
Flat dust shit pile.
I gotcha.
Oh, and it smells like fucking H2S constantly.
Mm.
If you know what that smells like. You know
So
what
a
that
beautiful
is.
place.
Don't you see
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Sour gas.
Smells like somebody done farted in my cereal.
Is that by Waco?
No. Waco's more east, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Never.
I try to not fucking give a shit about Texas.
Yeah, but I would like to visit
Yeah, and just check
Waco.
it out.
Waco?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be
Mount
cool
Pleasant.
to go see, I guess. San Antonio.
See where the
was
government
fucking
killed
cool.
all those people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
And he was just trying to,
Be Jesus. How do we know he
Yeah.
wasn't Jesus?
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows?
Listen, I'm not saying nothing, but I'm just saying. I don't know.
Well, I mean, fuck. We've been waiting for Jesus to
I
come
don't-
back for how many years?
Well, yeah, they killed him
We've
off.
killed all of them that have said that they're
Yep.
Jesus.
Yep.
Everyone. Like, all right,
I think
well,
I literally think
I think-
one guy got away with it.
right. I think
And that
God's
was
been like, all right,
who we're calling Jesus now.
I'm done sending my kid. You
Yeah.
motherfuckers keep killing
Kill
him.
every single one of them. And you can't send him back as a homeless guy because they say that all the time, and nobody kills them, but because nobody's listening to them.
Right. Well, and they don't have money, so it don't.
They're not
matter.
charismatic enough
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
because they're like, I'm Jesus, while they're fucking pulling
I
on their
think that's
pug.
the problem is that they jack off
Yeah,
in public.
yeah. If they weren't sticking stuff up their butt or jerking off in public, yeah.
Somebody might.
Do you guys remember there was that one dude that was doing that in your town?
I'm sure there's a lot of dudes.
It was
that are doing
like,
that.
well, shit, it would have years
Was he doing it at
ago,
the
but-
Porta Johns down at the dog park?
No, it was by like a beauty salon and shit. Like,
Well,
by
I mean,
the
if you're gonna do
windows.
it anywhere,
That's the spot.
No,
yeah,
you're supposed to do it at the fucking
where
exercise place.
there gonna be beautiful
Yoga.
women at, buddy.
Yoga
So
class.
this is just a warning to anyone that wants to come around Casper, Wyoming, or visit.
Stay away from the beauty salons.
Yep, you might.
Hey, I lived when I went to jail in Pagosa Springs. I was in jail with this kid that got busted for his 6th time of public jacking it on meth.
Well, I bet you he would have had to register as a sex offender then.
Yeah, he was already.
Yeah.
And
How many
it
years ago
happened
was
like
that, though?
every weekend.
How long ago was
Fuck, I
that?
don't know. When I lived there,
So a
20
long
fucking
time.
years ago.
Yeah, it's 2025, dude. They're not handing those charges out like they used to.
Yeah. Now they just
No,
let
I
him
think
out on the
I
street.
think he's
or-
I think he
They
just
let-
lives in the park, and they have signs up. It's
Yeah,
like,
now they're just like, well,
this
get
is
out
the
of here, you
jacking it
rascal.
corner of the park. If you
Now,
come to
yeah,
this
I know,
corner,
but I'm just saying, nowadays when that happens, they're like, get out of here, you rascal.
well, they don't want to hurt his feelings.
Yeah,
You know, that's
it's part of his culture. It's how he fucking identifies, dude.
Right. I'm a fucking park jacker,
Yeah,
and what are you gonna do about it?
I can't help it. It's part of my culture.
Should we? Yeah. We should make shirts that say that. Park Jacker.
I'm a park jacker. What are you gonna do about it?
I mean, but in all seriousness, like, fuck, dude. Them people are fucked up, man.
Yeah,
Dude, this kid was fucking crazy as fuck.
we used to have mental institutions that we'd put these people into, and now
Right.
it's like jail at best.
Yeah.
Nothing
Right.
other
This
than that.
kid
It's
was
nothing.
like a known fucking thing in this town. Like, his
What, a
parents were
kid?
rich and shit.
like a young
Well,
man.
he was fucking 19 when I
Yeah,
went to
that's
jail.
insane.
Yeah, there's
That's insane,
That's some
dude.
issues.
Right. But I mean, his parents are rich and like are known around Pagosa. And all
Equally
this shit.
insane. Buy a Prozzy, dude.
He fucking decided
out
he
of
was
your
gonna
system.
start doing fucking dope, and I guess on meth.
I wonder if that's what
The
all
meth
silver
demons told him-
spooners do.
I don't know. The meth demons told this kid, go down to the park and fucking jack it in front of people in the middle of the day.
That's wild to me.
Right.
I thought nighttime was the right time.
No, middle of the fucking day when there's tons of people like walking down the sidewalk and shit.
That's insane.
Right.
Well, we here at Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast do not condone that type
Yeah.
of behavior.
No, we only jack it at night.
That's right.
In the privacy of our own home.
Yeah.
No, I do it at
In
the
the
park.
closet.
Nancy English down in the corner behind the last bush.
Man, there was I'm sure it's still up there, but there's that one toilet that's over there in Mills by that park, by Dusty's house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Inside of there, that one time when I was cleaning it was like, be here at such and such time Friday, and for a blowjob, $10.
There's a toilet?
$10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah. $10, dude,
Yeah.
for a toilet blowjob, dude?
Yeah.
No, thanks.
Eh, I know. There's a
250
lot
maybe.
of tweakers in this town,
250
bro.
maybe.
There's a lot of tweakers in this town.
250. $2.50. That's if you don't have a stash, dog.
Okay, yeah. What
You got
about
a stash,
What
I'm
about a
giving
double
you
cheeseburger?
Double cheeseburger, I'll give you $1.
No. What if I got a double cheeseburger? Will you suck me off?
Oh, yeah, like the movie.
Oh, like the
I
movie.
got a cheeseburger. I got a double cheeseburger, motherfucker.
You know, and part of me
I
kind
mean,
of
I'm not gonna, but somebody might.
Extra onions, extra pickles.
part of me kind of
High
wanted to
protein
go
diet.
there,
dog.
you know, just to
Just
like
to see?
who it is.
Just sit there with a camera.
Yeah,
Like,
let's do that shit. Let's videotape it.
I don't know if it's still a thing.
I think that's probably why cops are always sitting over there.
Oh,
Ew.
you're on to something now.
Gross. Cops aren't allowed
Hey,
to do
above the law, below the radar, as they say.
that. That's what that means.
Law.
I get it now.
I am the law, son.
Lawson.
Law don't go around here.
Law don't go around here, law don't.
Oh man.
So, do you guys have any New Year's resolutions?
Mm. Don't die. It's a pretty good one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yes.
If I do die, it's got to be at work out of town. That way my family's rich.
Get some money. Yeah. Do you get double?
Ooh, on
do
an
you get-
airplane going out of the
Do you get
out of the
extra-
country.
Do you
even
get
more.
extra money for being out of town?
If I die out of town,
Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
No, Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. I'm not asking you if you just.
Oh, for just going out of town? No, I work
Yeah.
for a company that's
No,
like,
I'm
fuck
saying
you.
if you die working out of town, do you get more money?
Yes.
Huh.
100%.
Who'd have thunk?
If I'm in a fucking airplane, my shit's doubled. If I'm like going out of the country for work
Mhm.
and die on a plane, my family be set forever.
Well, that's because TSA fucked up. They're one of our they're our best federal agency.
Yeah.
Keeping Americans safe, dude. Take them fucking shoes off.
Yeah. No fucking fingernail clippers.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of taking your shoes off and clipping them nails.
Oh, except, I don't have my keys on me. I went through the fucking airport with a knife on my shit.
Nobody said they were smart. I just said they were fucking keeping
It's
America
like that-
safe.
I showed you that knife,
Dude,
right? That
okay.
slide
Let me
out
ask you.
knife
Let me
that I
ask you
got?
this though. Let me ask you this. How many times have you been killed by a fucking shoe bomb? 0 times, buddy.
shoe bomb.
Yep. That's why you gotta take your shoes off in American airports,
Right.
dude.
Right.
And you know what? Without them, we'd all be dead from shoe
I
bombs
have been stabbed by a nail clipper, though.
on a plane.
Yep.
Liar.
Yeah, he was fucking from Jamaica.
Well, were you being a tool? Were you
No.
farting a bunch
No, I was
Josh!
Drinking, I was drinking Jack Daniels,
and farting a bunch?
and I ate chicken cordon bleu.
I get why he stabbed you.
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. He was sitting.
He's
next
like,
to
you
me.
can't even say that correctly.
I was like, dude,
Cordon
you've
bleu?
never heard of me.
Bleu?
You don't even know who I am. I told him that I was the president of America. He didn't believe me. Stabbed
Well.
me with fucking fingernail clippers.
Well, for one, you're not orange.
Yeah, dude.
I was, dude. You don't know. This was a long time ago.
Gonna
I
give you
used to
some,
go to tan booths.
gonna give you some upcoming shows if you're in or around Casper. January 9th, 5:30 at Art 321. They're having their insect exhibit. I'm gonna have a piece down there with a bunch of other amazing artists. Head on down there. And then the day after, super excited for this one, at the Nicolason Art Museum, the Casper Artist Collective is putting on an exhibit, the Mythical Creatures and Dream exhibit. Got a pretty sweet piece for that. That's also starting at 5:30.
Hell yeah.
And then we got some local shout-outs, always, Forbidden Leaf. We haven't mentioned Little Mold and Books in a while.
Right? I'm looking at one right now.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, we got Two Bowls Tattoo. We can never forget about him. Trailer Park Baker. I wanted to give a special shout out to Josh Smith. He's always trucking around, and he's always sharing the content and everything. So truly appreciate
Yeah,
you,
that
Josh.
dude-
Thank you, sir.
Been listening for a long time.
Woo. Then we got the Kamikaze Kid, of course, the Little Shop of Burgers. Off the Cuff with Jed and Cody Stokestead, another podcast. Middle of the Road podcast and the Traffic Controllers podcast are on the other side of the pond. And last, but definitely not least, Room Green Productions. Check them guys out. They have a music lovers podcast almost every Wednesday. It is actually really cool. And I actually do listen to all this shit too. So, I mean,
Right.
it's not like but yeah, they do like a weekly show and it's got music and all that wonderful stuff.
Cool.
And they just sit around and talk about that. And yes, thank you, of course. I always forget.
Vanderheiden design. Fuck yeah.
Just click that link down below. Working on some new stuff. I'm super excited for this latest piece that's coming out. A little bit of bank robbery.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
I've been stuck on probably one of my most favorite movies of all time, The Town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's going to have a little bit of, yeah. Well, you'll just have to see. Just fucking click that link down below.
Hell yeah.
Stay
Yeah.
posted. But yeah, apparently that movie was like based off real shit, I guess.
Right.
And then I seen somebody in one of the comments say that beings that they were actually from Charlestown when they had that little high speed chase.
Yeah.
Right.
They said there's no way that would happen because there's so much traffic on the streets.
Right. Dude, you'd ass pack somebody so quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, bless them.
Yep.
What are you looking at?
I was looking at that fucking. I never seen that before. The one that's next to fucking bowling guy. Yeah, sorry guys. This is fuck. You can't see what we're talking about.
Oh shoot.
Is that Andre 5000 or whatever?
No,
With all
no
that
clue.
Cash on the table and shit.
No clue. That was a gift from a man on the other side of the table.
Nice.
You know, that kind of
I like it.
that too. On the back of it, it almost looks like a card.
Yeah.
And that kind of what inspired that whole upside down mermaid fucking thing too.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Cards and whatnot.
I still think that fucking Bill Murray thing is one of the coolest things I ever saw.
Yeah, don't hassle me.
Well, just it's got every fucking movie he's ever been in
Yeah.
on that one fucking painting.
Well, Bill Murray is a legend, dude. All the way through.
For sure. I agree.
You ain't going to find him on none of them lists.
Right?
Hopefully. God, I hope not.
Oh yeah, no.
Dude, there are some people, and I'm not trying to make this political, but there are some people that like people speculate about that I'm like, oh no, dude, not. Come
Yeah,
on, no,
yeah.
no, no. But I would assume the two that I know, you know what I mean, that would never come up: Bill Murray and Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Seem like the two people. Seem like the two people that you'd never see on one of those lists.
And Steven
Right.
Seagal.
Well, yeah, that's because he's a dork, dude.
Yeah.
Steven Seagal's a fucking dork.
He's got shit going on in his basement and nobody even gives a fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
I seen a thing.
You notice how? Remember when the fucking? Sorry to interrupt, but when everybody was like cultural appropriation type shit, Steven Seagal had a show and did it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Never got
he's-
fucking
he's-
canceled. Do you know why? Because he's such a turd.
because he's
because a
Steven
fucking roundhouse
Seagal.
kick you in
Yeah.
the fucking nose.
Yeah.
one of the cast members of Saturday Night Live was saying that when he was the host,
Oh, he's just a cockbag.
yeah, and he like really threw the other actors around and everything.
Right.
That was one of his
Well,
special.
of course, dude.
Like,
You got to do it when you
No,
can do it.
he's
You know
going
what I
to
mean?
teach you fucking karate.
Dude, same. Hey,
Hey,
I'm
here
telling
to
you
do
right
a
now.
Show. I got to fucking train.
hey, that's how I run my household, dude. Anybody in my house that I can throw around,
Like,
I do it. 'cause
you
I
got to
gotta learn.
sign. You got to sign
My
outside your
1-year-old.
door.
Yep, my 1-year-old, my old lady, the dogs that are about fucking anywhere from 80 to 150 pounds less than me. I do
you
that
make
to them.
people sign a fucking waiver when they come in? You should.
I will. I'll start. People don't come over
You
to
might
visit.
get
Well,
your fucking neck karate chop.
well,
if you
here's the
come in
deal.
here.
Here's the deal. Let's be honest with each other. I don't have a lot of people coming over because they fucking know me, dude. They
don't
know
wanna
that this is the house of pain.
Right.
Okay.
the Thunderdome.
They know I got them 50 lb fucking dumbbells
yeah.
laying up in there, and I ain't be using them for fucking doorstops, dog.
Oh no, that reminds me of that fucking Hallmark movie back in the day.
What?
I can't remember what it was. It was about some fucking famous guy, and got all fucking roided out and
Oh, Rain Man.
murdered. No, he like fucking murdered his wife with dumbbells,
Oh shit.
and they fucking sprayed his house with that like make. fucking
Dude, that'd be
blood
the
glow.
easiest way to bust somebody for killing somebody.
Dude, there's
I don't
like-
know, their
I
heads
just remember
crushed
it
in.
showed like handprints and blood fucking everywhere in this room and shit. It was like, damn.
Yeah, there was a dude when I was fucking in prison. He got fucking smashed in the face with one of those.
Dude, dumbbells would be a
Holy
fucking
fuck,
horrible way to
man.
get fucked up.
No, fuck
Oof.
yeah, no thanks.
Well, his mouth was fucking wired shut, obviously.
Oh, I'm sure.
But holy fuck, man. Ruthless, man.
Right?
Yeah. Well,
We're not at school anymore.
Well, and that's, I'll be honest. Yeah, ruthless, but is it how I run my dojo? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too if I had one.
There are strict rules in my dojo, dude.
I might need to come hang out.
Yeah.
At your dojo.
Dang it! And now I forgot the little credo of fucking Cobra Kai: strike first, or whatever, strike hard, or some shit.
When I was
hard,
a kid
first.
and I did Brazilian jiu-jitsu for a little bit, like not real shit. This is like kid shit. I was
Right.
probably at the Y or whatever, but they always made you do the fucking. We learn how to fight, so we don't need to fight.
Yeah.
Like that shit. Always had to start out the
Yeah.
sesh like that,
Oh yeah.
and then some grown man fucking just hucks a little kid over his shoulder constantly for
Right.
fucking an hour and a half.
And he
Dude,
thinks he's
I
cool.
wish
And then
I
they're
would've-
like, "Do you get it?" I'm like, my arm hurts.
yeah. Yeah.
You're trained now.
So when do I get to throw you around?
Yeah. Well, and it was always weird to me too, because like all these, like I said, I think it was at the Y or some shit. And then when you're on the internet, you see video. You know what I mean? But it's why is it that like all these like martial or a lot of these martial art, like the teachers and shit, they all got a big old belly on them. They look out of
Yeah.
shape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what is
That's
up with
'cause
that?
It's because they haven't ever
Because they
had-
learned how to fight, so they don't need to fight.
Right. Yeah, they haven't had to use
They're
it.
like, dude, I learned how to fight. I can beat your ass, but I'm not going to be in shape about it.
Right. Right. No, once you get
It's
that
the
fucking
element of
black belt.
surprise.
Like as an adult,
No, once you get the black belt, it's like,
fuck it.
now I ain't got to do shit anymore.
I'm basically Steven
Nobody can
Seagal.
fuck
Yeah.
with me.
Like I don't know about you, but if I chose to go, if I all of a sudden tomorrow was like, you know what, I'm gonna try and get into this, and I went in there and the fucking instructor looks like
Big
a
fat
fucking
fuck.
ups. He looks like a pear. Sorry, buddy.
No, you just stay in class, and then you get to where you
And
know
I get
the
to
shit,
yellow belt, and then
and
I'm
then
able
you
to beat his
the
ass.
fuck out of it. Like, hey, now I run this fucking class.
You know what would be crazy though is like a medium sized guy, right? Like nobody big, but they're like kind of jacked, and they get to yellow belt, and the instructor goes to do something to him, and he just fucking is able to beat the shit out of him. That'd be funny, because my dad always told me, if you're wrong but you can beat the shit out of the other person, you're still kind of right.
That's kind of like what my dad told me. A little bit the same, but I don't know. My dad was always like, dude, if you're in the right and somebody fucks with you, you will win. If you're the one that's...
Yeah, but it's a
Fucking
bummer when you
not
lose in
being
that
it.
scenario.
Yeah.
I haven't.
You
My
reminded
dad told
me.
me that shit, and I believe that. And I've never lost a fight that I was right.
I don't know, dude. I've been right a lot of times, I thought, and still got my ass handed to me, dude.
Well,
I got my
what I mean by
fucking head
that-
rammed into the side of a Suburban one time.
What I mean by that is, like, I've
I thought I was in the right, dude.
not being the one starting shit. Well, I guess that's not totally true either, because I got smoked in the head with a lead pipe when I was just standing there. So
Yeah,
I lost
see?
that fucking fight.
Yeah. Did you think you were right, though?
I never even got in a fight, though.
Yeah, but you probably thought you were right by standing there. Boom.
I did.
Well, you know,
I don't
if-
know. I didn't think I was right. I was just watching somebody get their ass kicked.
And you shouldn't do that. That's not right, dude.
And if you want to,
And I got fucking smoked for
But
it.
you thought you were right for it, though, huh?
and if you scroll
guess.
back into our older episodes, Josh actually gets into that story
Right.
with the I don't know what you would with the other party that
Oh,
was
Yeah,
involved.
yeah. Oh yeah, he's been a guest on our show.
Yeah.
It's fucking pretty crazy how shit comes around.
It sparked
Yeah.
to my mind when you're talking about the being a little overweight with instructor things.
Yeah.
When I was talking to Sean, shout out to Sean, love you, my dude. When he was on the show talking about going into the Marine Corps, if I remember correctly, I think it was the Navy recruiter when he seen him sitting there and he's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And then he joined the Marine Corps. or
Right.
Whatever.
Like, fuck this turd, dude.
Right.
Well, Stevie, you were state champ or something with martial arts. Did you have a lot of did you have instructors that were overweight, or was that not a
Negative.
no?
No.
So okay, so if anybody's gonna get into martial arts, go to South Dakota.
Yeah.
Mine
Nothing
dude
but
wasn't
fit-
overweight either.
Nothing but fit bods came out of fucking North Dakota or South Dakota. Sorry, I
Yeah,
almost
Bill.
disrespected you even worse.
Yeah.
By saying North Dakota.
Eek. That's where Willis.
I'm not a
is.
North Sider.
Yeah. I'm not a North State motherfucker.
It's too much oil and fucking.
Yeah,
weird
you're like
people in
them
North
fucking
Dakota.
sacks of shit. I wish they'd come down.
Yeah, gold, not oil.
I mean, North Dakotans to South Dakotans. I mean, that's like having some homeless guy live in your attic, ain't it? For you South Dakotans.
Dude, that's
That's good.
yeah. Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. North Dakota is the fucking homeless attic
Yeah, of South
of
Dakota.
South Dakota.
I've never been there.
You've
No.
never been in North Dakota?
No.
You've never been?
We should go to Williston just for fun.
Yeah.
I've never been either, but I've heard enough stories.
Yeah.
Like, nope.
Yep.
Williston is great place.
Roads are perfect.
Oh yeah.
Weather's even better.
Yeah, have you ever seen a fucking ditch in the middle of the fucking main intersection of the fucking town?
Well, at least
That's
some.
3 feet deep, dude, from
Hey.
the fucking trucks.
Hey, at least somebody made money from that oil field gig, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody.
Somebody come out ahead, and it sure as shit wasn't the public service
Amtrak
department.
made a lot of money out of that shit.
I was just trying to think the first time I heard of North Dakota, and it was 6th grade. There was a gal that moved from Bismarck,
Oh,
North Dakota.
I thought you were like, oh
Yeah.
shit! Dude. I thought you were gonna tell me like,
was like, what
sixth
the
grade was
hell?
the first time that the state even got mentioned in school.
yeah. Yeah.
That'd have been awesome if your teacher was like, "All right, well, I guess you guys are old enough.
There's a North Dakota.
There is a North Dakota. That's why we're South Dakota." And yes, it's a shithole, and that's where people go to die for no fucking reason.
That's why we waited forever
Yeah.
to tell you. Because
I
you're
don't
grown
wanna-
up now.
Listen, yeah, you're grown ups. You're young adults.
Stand in line at the pencil
Yeah.
sharpener.
And then every time you were like, "This sucks." You know what could suck worse? You could live in North Dakota right now.
Yeah.
Hey, they do have the confluence in North Dakota.
The what?
The confluence.
What is that?
Where the fucking
Oh, is that where
where the one river comes together
Oh.
with the other fucking river.
Oh, that doesn't happen in any other state, huh?
No, but it's the fucking what's them two motherfuckers?
The
back in day?
Mississippi and the
No, the fucking guys.
oh
Paul Revere. and-
no, Lewis and Clark did.
Yeah.
Oh, the Beastie Boys.
Yeah,
Yeah, the fucking Beastie Boys were walking across North Dakota back in the day.
yeah.
No, that's where the fucking it was a big
It was a
Lewis and
big
Clark
deal.
fucking
Yeah.
thing.
Pocahontas, I think she was up with
There's a
them.
whole lake there that's called Lake Sakakawea. It's supposed to be named after fucking.
Is that how you say that?
That's how you pronounce it there. That's how
What
they
is it?
pronounce Sakakawea
Sakakawea.
is how they pronounce that lake. But
How do us whites say Sacagawea?
Sacagawea.
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 Did you say us
Sacagawea.
whites?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You're not white
Oh, wait,
anymore.
no, honky. You're supposed to say
Yeah.
honky.
Funny
Us
shit.
fucking honkies.
Us fucking Peckerwoods.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Peckerwood. I like that one better.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
One Mogian, Claude.
Here's something. I
I like how
out of,
those two dudes, and you go Paul Revere and Paul Revere and the
No,
other guy.
Paul Revere's the fucking guy that rang the bell or whatever.
No, he rode through there saying the British are coming.
Yeah. It was Lewis and Clark. is
And then
what-
my ancestors who weren't here were like, "Ooh, dude," because we thought he said C-U-M-I-N-G.
They're coming.
Ooh, dude,
Gross.
where?
yeah.
I'm not going, but where's it at? How are they able to do it at the same time?
That's gross. It's Kakawea.
I thought that was the name of a bone. Oh no, that's Cossacks. Sorry,
Yeah, that's your
sorry,
Cossacks.
Coccyx.
Your Sakakawea.
Yeah, it's a Coccyx. What else you got, Steve? What do you got over there, Stevie? What are you looking at?
I'm trying to go.
He's
through
got a
these
good fucking zip
Are you
lining.
sexting right now?
Yeah, I am. How did you know?
I
He's
don't
got
know,
a
but I
zip
think it's
liner.
weird because your wife is right upstairs.
He's sexting his wife.
I know, but she's right upstairs. Just run up there real quick and.
I gotta show you guys. And one of these days I'm gonna get Broderick over here to get behind the mic. He's a real estate agent here.
Ooh.
And is that not one of the baddest fucking photos ever?
Hell yeah.
I'd buy some from him.
Yeah. Yeah, that dude I need to buy some land.
I got a real problem with it. I got a real fucking problem with it, dude.
The boots?
I think he needs to have some of them Jewish curls coming out from under that hat. Would look way cooler.
But I'll say this. I got a lot to say.
I love the mustache too. Broderick's funny shit.
I'm just a cowboy man doing cowboy things, taking pictures by campfire and by other things. No,
It on my face.
he sells homes. He's a real estate agent. Yes.
Yeah.
What's funny is at work, we were having a conversation about real estate agents, and about one guy brought that's why this reminds me. Like one guy's like, why do they need fucking billboards with their face fucking super huge on it?
Right.
And really just take away like nobody else besides musicians, maybe artists, does a photo like that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, and I'm sorry, high school
High
graduates.
school. I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
That's a high school graduation.
Maybe
picture.
pregnancy pictures, I'll let slide. But other than that, dude, like, hear me out. Me, like, if one of us all of a sudden we're like, dude, I got it. Okay, and we all know each other. But if one of us was like, oh my God, dude, I'm going to get an outfit. Okay. Let's not even say it's like 80 to 100% away from your normal style.
Okay.
If one of you guys told me that you're getting an outfit that's 50% away from your style, like your normal everyday style, I'm making fun of, and then you're going to go get pictures taken of yourself in it. And not only that, you're going to go through extra effort. You're like, yeah, but I'm thinking too, like I'm going to build this really cool campfire next to me.
Right.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Or like if one of us, like here's one thing. If one of us, who none of us own a classic vehicle, like a classic hot rod or whatever, if one of you guys were like, hey, so I'm doing this outfit, right? And then I'm going to go fucking have my picture taken next to a fucking 67 Chevelle. I'd be like, you're fucking dumb, dude.
Right. Right.
What?
What did you
Dude,
just get?
the Chevelle's sweet. I'm like, you don't own a Chevelle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, another
Yeah, but
thing
they're
too,
cool. Yeah, so are fucking tigers, but I'm not taking my picture next to one
I
yet
Yeah.
till I can save up to rent it.
We was in a photo shoot a couple of years ago in Wisconsin.
Were you
Yeah, we did
shirtless?
have a dude. It was fucking nice.
You guys were
We
shirtless?
were all in the water and shit. Oh, dude. It was supposed to be. It was gonna be a fucking like a
Calendar.
firefighter calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna revamp this idea now.
I
I'll bring
think
that
we should.
back.
We
I'll
should.
bring that
I'm
shit.
down.
I'm down for that.
We got to go to
Because it's gonna be
Alcova.
funny,
Yeah.
dude. If
Right.
we're trying to
And we
fucking
can
like,
make calendars.
Right.
mhm.
Hey, do you remember Ann Getz? She did the fucking pictures with the like babies in a pumpkin. She'd like put a baby in a fucking pumpkin and shit.
Yeah,
We should do something like that. too.
dude, that'd be a big fucking pumpkin, dog.
No, we just like fucking superimpose our face in a pumpkin or something. With a little baby body.
And then for Easter, we put on fucking fake beaks, and and then we fucking Photoshop us coming out of one egg.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean,
down.
I'm down.
I'm down too. I'm
And
down
it says
to go
like
to
this one's for the
Alcova
peeps, dude.
and
Yeah.
fucking do a calendar shoot like we did in Wisconsin.
Yeah, that was fucking amazing.
Yeah. I got a bigger belly now than I had then. It'll be sexy.
Well, then I definitely have to get on gear, dude. I'm gonna have to get on gear. Just get fucking.
Just get
yeah, you got to be our buff guy.
Oh, dude, and this reminds me, dude. I fucking made a joke to my old lady the other day that I had made at work, and it's dumb as shit, but I made it at work, and the guy's like, he shook his head and laughed or whatever, you know. So I was like, I'm bringing this material home. You know what I mean? Anyways, I fucking told her the joke was we were watching some like war documentary thing, or I was rather.
Right.
Anyways, I made the joke of, I always joke around like, yep, I was there in 1967 when the war broke out. I always make jokes like that or whatever. And I said something along the lines of like, when I went to when I first went to basic training for the special forces, or training for special forces, I was like, what they called me right off the bat. She's like, what? Rolling her eyes, of course. And I say, they called me Bag-O Cheese. And she's like, what? And I was like, yeah, because I came pre-shredded, dude.
Yeah.
And she literally had the goal to fucking go, you didn't make that up. And I go, yes, I fucking did, dude. Still, even today, she's like, I fucking remembered her about it, Yeah. She's like, yeah, you didn't make that up. I said, bullshit. Who else can make something up that fucking stupid?
Right? I like it.
What was it? On New Year's, we was over at a friend's house, and Nate, he came from out of town. Cool motherfucker. And he's got a saying, and he's pretty, he's like, who the fuck said that? Like, that's my shit.
Mm-hmm.
No face, no case.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
We were down at David Street.
Yeah.
Doing the ice skating shit, and he had his fucking ski mask on and everything. I'm like, dude, you better watch it pretty soon, man. I'm gonna flip Facebook on, and someone's gonna be like, someone's down there in a ski mask.
Yeah, no shit.
And he's got a cane.
No face.
Get him!
No
Yeah.
face.
It is funny when you say shit, and then it kind of like you say it to your friends or whatever, and then it ends up out in the ethos, and then you hear somebody else say it, and you're like,
yeah.
You know what I've been saying for years? I was like, dude, they call me Katrina because I'm out here flooding basements.
I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. Speak it's a
Which probably doesn't make sense because I doubt there's a whole lot of basements in Louisiana. I'd assume. I don't know. I've never
I
been.
believe there's none.
Yeah, I mean when you're starting your build below sea level, anyways, I wouldn't think you'd want.
Right.
But it's a joke.
Yeah.
What
It
are you
is.
gonna do?
It's good shit.
What are you gonna do?
Have you guys heard about this battle for Bratfest?
No.
Well,
Battle for what?
Bratfest. So it's going on. Shout out to 10 for 10. You can get your tickets if you just go on their Facebook. Go through there. I actually have mine already, but that is going on January 11th.
Ooh, I'm not gonna.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the wonderful thing, my man. It's an online event.
Oh,
So you can just
okay.
get your ticket.
Okay.
And
Now what? Hold on. Bratfest.
battle for Bratfest.
or it could be Bratfest.
Brat?
Brat.
Like Brat Summer or Bratwurst?
BRAT Fest.
That's
Well,
Brat.
that could be.
Brat.
Well, that could be. You'd spell Brat that way too.
Well, I mean, it could be Brat, but I've never heard of a Brat Fest.
Well, if you want to be a brat about it.
And Sunshine Studios is putting this on,
Nice.
or where it's going to be taking place.
Well, I'm gonna have to get my tickets.
Yeah.
Tickets for an online event. It's an online event. Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Are they serving brats though?
You know,
It's
How
still
are they
what I'm
going to
going
online my brat to fucking...
I don't know. Maybe they give you a
Texas?
coupon for a free fucking package of brats, dude. I don't know. That'd be innovative.
That would be cool.
oh shit, you are going to be out of town, huh?
Yep.
I was going to say, if you want to come over, we could fucking eat
Live.
some brats.
Eat some brats and be totally embarrassed because they're like, "No, it's not brats."
Yeah.
I'll
Be a
go.
brat.
I'll buy some fucking brats when I'm in Texas, and I'll cook them on the grill at the hotel.
Hell yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Hell yeah. Stevie, you think we could bring a grill down here? We can grill
Oh,
brats
yeah.
up down here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it'll only make the house smell like brat for a couple days.
Oh, might
What
kill the
worse-
birds, too. That's another thing I've been running into.
Birds actually love brats.
Yeah, they do. Brat juice doesn't kill birds.
Because birds are basically mini dinosaurs, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if we got a grill, well, charcoal's always
Gas
the
grill.
best way to go.
Charcoal's the best way. It's the only way I grill. I won't even touch nothing to my mouth unless it's been on a charcoal grill. That gas shit is for the birds.
What if you just like use pinchers and kind of wave the charcoal underneath?
Well,
to
we
get
could
the
just boil
taste
brats,
on it.
dude. You want to? You could boil some meat.
Yeah, you can boil some.
Get
brat.
you a hot plate down here. You got a hot plate, don't you, Stevie?
I got one.
Yeah.
We could hot plate them.
Hell yeah.
Boil some brats.
Yeah.
Go ahead, folks. Fix yourself up a
Ooh,
couple
you gotta
of
boil them.
dogs.
You gotta boil them in beer, anyways.
Yeah. Speaking of that, one of the brats that I had the other night from Frank's, by the way, the jalapeno ones,
Mhm.
Yeah.
super delicious. I used one of those Oil City beers that you left over here,
Nice.
the Severance Pay.
Nice.
It was amazing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we might have to do. Yeah, we might have
Did
to
your
do
brat
that.
pay out?
It did. And I
Did it
tell
make you
what,
bratty or bratty?
Well, I tell you what. The next day, I kind of, which is very strange because I've
Had
had
to
them
poop?
before. It almost felt like eating that hot chip. The
Oh,
next
had
day
a nice
coming
burn.
out.
Oh, nice. Had a
Yeah.
nice burn to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So it
And
didn't
then I
have
was
to do
like,
with poop.
I was like, whoa, holy moly.
I didn't tell you guys.
I like how you're like, oh.
I just remembered. I'm a fucking author. I didn't bring it. I'll have to bring it next time.
You wrote a book?
Yeah, I wrote a whole book about poop.
Nice.
Yeah.
When are you going to get it printed?
It's already it's out, dude.
You wrote it and printed it.
It's published. It's got my
Self-published?
face on it and everything.
Really?
You're going to have to bring it.
I know.
I wanna
It's
see it
pretty
now.
fucking bad. It's
Hold
pretty
on,
badass,
hold on.
dude.
After all of these fucking years, and now you're just talking about the poop book?
Yeah, dude. I don't know how.
I am very intrigued
I
now.
wrote a whole book and shit. My wife bought it for me for Christmas. It's pretty badass though.
Speaking of poop,
Yes. Let's get into it.
I guess it's not really poop, but pretty
Damn
close. Scientist concludes that the chicken came first, not the eggs, because the protein which makes eggshells is only produced by hens.
There you go.
Well, the more you
So
know.
quit fucking debating, motherfuckers.
Actually, that's a good fact for me because I'm going to have to start eating eggshells now because I'm trying to up my protein intake.
Yeah. You can only get those from a hen.
You got to eat big to be big, you know?
Hell yeah.
I'm going to have to start buying fucking
Hey,
human tip milk online.
dude, you want free range organic fucking eggshells?
Yeah?
Annette's brother fucking sells chickens and shit. He's got a whole fucking harem of hens.
Hair my hands. Dude, I work with a guy that fucking has I can't remember the name of the chickens, but they're smaller and they look like they're wearing furry boot or
Oh, bitty hens?
yeah, they look like they're wearing boots
Yeah.
all the time, you know. And I was like, why'd you buy them? Because they look cool. And I'm like, do you get eggs? He's like, oh yeah, you get eggs, but you got to eat like fucking 4 of them to get the size of one regular egg.
Right.
So it's kind of a lot of work, but
They
we
look
actually, yeah, he's like, they look cool. So he also has like fucking 2 mini horses and shit. I'm like,
nice.
what do you do with those? He's like, nothing. Feed them. They're
Put
just a
dolls
bill.
on 'em.
He's like, dude, they're just a bill, dude. It's like,
Right. I would have a mini farm though. Have you ever seen them?
well, he
little
calls
mini
his
cows?
he calls his funny farm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen them little cows?
I didn't even know there's
Fucking
many
miniature
cows.
dude. They're fucking pretty bad. I would have one.
That's wild.
I would have one.
You want to hear something really wild? Do you guys remember the one gal, conjoined twin?
Yeah.
Remember her?
Yeah. You mean those foxes?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, they're taken.
Oh, fuck.
Somebody. Well, if they're married, they quit giving head.
Yeah.
So Abby and
That's a fact.
Brittany had to pay 2 separate college tuitions,
What?
but now their job only pays them one
salary.
That's fucked.
Well, is
I'd
the
take
other one
that shit to the
qualified?
government.
I would. I'd take that to the Supreme Court, dude.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
We got 2 brains, bro.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah. Come on, dude. That's fucked up.
Welcome to America.
Dude, that's almost as bad as the conjoined twins that are dudes and one of them is gay and the other one's not.
That sucks.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, no thanks.
And now I don't know. I didn't read. It wasn't in there. The details weren't in there on if he was a catcher or a thrower, catcher or pitcher rather. But dude, either way, dog.
I'd have to murder my brother.
I have no problem with whatever anybody wants to do when they're an adult. But I don't want to sit
Right.
6 inches away from another dude that's making out with another dude.
No.
That's
You can't even be like, take that shit to the rim.
Yeah, dude. It's like, and then your brother's like, close your eyes if you don't want to look at it. It's like I can feel
I
it.
can hear you. I can smell it.
Yeah, I can smell his breath, dude. That's gross.
You.
Fuck off.
And I'm pretty sure the one
Fuck off.
the
You're good to die, dude.
and I'm pretty sure the brother that ain't gay is also single. So now
I'd just be bringing bitches, dude. I'd buy hookers.
well.
Well,
do
you're
they-
gonna do that? I'm
do they-
bringing a fucking.
I don't know, and I don't know how it all works. I'm assuming that since they're conjoined, like at the shoulder, that they each have a pecker. But wouldn't it be weird if the brother that's not gay does get hard, dude? He's like,
No.
I'm not gay. No, dude. Ew.
Yeah, I wonder if he's only got one dick.
I think they got two.
pretty sure
I'm
they
pretty
have
sure they got two
Separate ones.
because they're like conjoined, like neck, shoulder, knees, and toes, or whatever. You know, hip, maybe.
Head, shoulder, knee.
I think they
toe.
divide at the hip or something like that. Dude, that'd be a bummer.
Yeah, that would not be cool.
I mean, you guys are wearing the same fucking shirt, but you have two different preferences. What the fuck?
Right? I want half of mine to be rainbow.
Yeah,
My
Yeah.
half of the shirt has to be rainbow.
that'd be fucked up. Is there such thing as conjoined twins that are two different sexes?
I don't know.
Not sure.
Wonder if that's ever been.
I've never
That's ever
heard
happened.
of it.
That'd be a curious world. That'd be a insane world
Yeah.
to live. Like, dude, your brain would explode. I think
Right?
your brain. Well, somebody's brain would explode on it. Like one of the two twin. Like
Right.
you can't live like that. You can't.
No.
That's wild. That'd be wild. Anyways,
Because you got to think, too, because the one, obviously, she's going to have her period.
the other one's gonna be pulling his pug.
Yep. Boners all the time.
Yeah, gross, dude. Get it away from me. Gross, dude.
Put it away, Chuck.
Yeah. Then you gotta be there. Nobody's gonna do sex with her because you're right there, and also him too. So
Right?
So then he would almost have to be homosexual.
yeah, he'd have to be.
He would become.
Or they would make a sacrifice for one another. Like he would have dude, he would be into dudes and she'd be into chicks. So that way, like it's out of necessity. You know what I mean?
They got to get married to people that are married.
Something. I don't know. That's wild. And also, is there a fucking... Oh, and you could never work. You could never have a job.
Right?
You imagine
Gotta
having your
listen to the
sister right next
chicks
to you,
fucking-
every job you had.
Chicks always
Sister,
fight.
let alone a female, always in your ear like,
Maggie, you did that way.
Right? Oh, dude.
no, you
Or
lose
she
your
would-
fucking mind.
Females in the office, I hear about it all the time. Chicks are mean to each other.
Well, yeah, and I'm just saying, just for each other. Ugh.
Right?
Get off my back, dude.
Please.
I would assume this is coming out of Florida, judging by the pic.
Yes.
A burglar contracted syphilis and 2 types of herpes after snorting more than 50 grams of dried human semen, and the mistaken believe that it was illegal drugs.
Do you have that article? The actual article?
I do not know.
Because
It was on a memes thing, so
I hope to God that's not true.
I mean,
Dude, whoever he was robbing should go to jail too.
does this not look like a Florida man?
No, it absolutely does. But I'm just saying,
No
whoever's-
offense to Florida people.
Plenty of offense to them. Fuck
Yeah, fuck Florida.
weird motherfuckers. Who the fuck is saving their semen? That person should go to jail too.
Right?
Who's saving their semen,
got fucking-
drying it out, and then
Yeah, like
scraping
they
it
had
up?
to scrape it up and make it look like fucking coke.
Yeah.
Ugh, okay. Let's
Well,
go.
hey,
Let's change
hey.
the subject.
No. You brought it up.
I did.
You brought it up.
Oh, I about threw
I'm
up
just
in my
saying.
mouth.
I'm just saying.
Illegal.
I'm just saying. The person he was attempting to rob should also be thrown in jail for probably equal, if not more, time.
Right? I would, yeah.
What are you doing, dude? What are you doing?
He had a
Like-
fucking plan.
Well, all I'm saying is it's kind of like, like I had a little brother growing up, right? And for a while, we shared the same room and had bunk beds. I was top bunk. Avi, I'm fucking alpha, dude.
A's go to the top.
Yeah, exactly. But either way, my little brother was a weirdo for a little bit. Thank God he grew out of it. But like, he would keep his toenails and put them in a jar because he thought it was neat. But he also had a booger wall, dude.
Ugh.
Yeah. That's the type of person, those people that don't grow out of that shit. That's the type of people they.
Oh,
And
yeah.
guess what? Guess what you got to do to stop that behavior? Break them down. Put that guy in fucking prison.
Yeah.
Whoever's saving his sea monkeys.
But
and then, yeah. And then fucking scraping them up and putting them in, obviously, a container, dude.
Yeah.
It better not be out on your fucking goddamn kitchen counter.
No, he put it in a little baggie.
It better not. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's best case scenario, because it better not be on somebody's counter, like a bathroom counter. You're spooging on it and then letting it dry. And that's the thing too, is like, you have to let it dry there. And then you're like, let me take a razor blade to it. I'm going to
Chip away.
chip away. And what are you doing with it anyways? What are you doing?
He had a plan.
I
What
feel
was his
sick.
plan, Josh?
I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Break
He's
that human
insane.
being down to nothing. That's insane. And you know what? I'm also glad he caught
Herpes.
whatever the fuck he caught. What kind of dirt ball? Jesus Christ. Steal the stereo, sell it, and go get drugs, dude. Like a normal fucking thief.
Yeah.
Come on.
Go rob banks like a normal person.
Yeah. Be a Christian about it, dude. Don't be snorting semen off there. Thinking it's drug. People don't leave poor people that he's probably stealing from, guess what? Normally don't leave drugs on their counter.
Yeah.
Okay? So if there's something that looks like a drug on a counter, don't trust it.
Yeah, you never watched.
Also, what else could it have been? It could have been flour or baking soda or some shit like that.
It could have been fucking.
You're just going to take the chance to fucking...
Could have been Comet.
Could have been Comet. So he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But actually, matter of fact, put him down and the other guy fucking...
Ugh.
Anyways,
Um,
semen, huh?
yeah.
That's weird.
So this is kind of interesting. Did you know that the ice cream in commercials is often mashed potatoes as they don't melt under studio lights? This helps create a visual appealing shot without the ice cream losing its shape during filming.
I didn't know that.
Did you know that actual ice cream that you buy from the store is made out of something worse than mashed potatoes?
Really?
Yep.
Spud him.
Chemicals that also don't properly melt.
Red dye.
Yep.
Some dude in the bathroom scraping up semen.
Yep.
You know, it's so crazy.
Dude,
too,
mashed,
to
and you know what? Actually, if anything, that's a testament to mashed potatoes, dude. That's how good they are. They're the glue that holds the food world together. And also, it's like, hey, this thing that's supposedly really good is not that good. That's why we can't film it.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're going to use mashed potatoes. Thank God for potatoes.
And you can make lefse with it.
To make what?
Lefse.
What's lefse?
White people tortillas.
Oh, potato tortillas?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. No, did not
Yeah,
know
I'll
that.
make
Oh,
it.
thank you.
I'll make it. One
Yeah.
year.
That'd
It's
be
good
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
He's the only person that there was some other stuff that Jessica got from bake sale a couple weeks
Oh
ago.
yeah,
or
my mom
whatever.
got a bunch of lefse from the fucking bake sale.
Not the same. Not the same.
It was
the
good.
same.
I took it to Colorado
Yeah.
We ate it for Christmas dinner and shit. It was all right. But yeah, it's not the same if you don't make it yourself.
Sweet potatoes are the best.
Yeah.
They are good.
I wish my fucking
It's the
neck would
best
quit
fucking
hurting.
leftover burrito you ever had in your life.
I bet.
Turkey and stuffing and shit all in a mashed potato fucking tortilla.
Little more on potatoes since we're on that subject. When potatoes are stored for a long time, the starch in them breaks down into glucose. This process makes old potatoes taste sweeter due to the increased glucose content. Man,
Yes,
I'm getting better with reading shit faster.
You are doing well.
Hell yeah.
You're good at words.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You can spell. No, I can't really. When I did that painting for Mabry, like on the back, like don't stop believing.
Yeah.
Well, then I wrote fucking believing wrong, and then I was like, you know what? That's just always my fucking take on
That
shit.
is your style, dude. Like I noticed, like when we text and you'll send like a longer text, it comes in light and then it starts coming in heavy, and I'm like, oh brother, oh brother. At least believing, you know what I mean. That I before E shit gets a little bit confusing sometimes, but like there's times where you'll say stuff.
Oh, speaking of
I'm
that,
like, oh dude, dude.
speaking of that, so on Jed and Cody's show, they opened up their package, the painting.
Yeah.
And it was funny because Jed had talked about how I spelt there differently.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna do that.
Yeah,
and
you're
just gonna have to get over it,
dude. You're one that's one of my biggest pet peeves is yours. Your, and your. Like, dude, I see you do it all the time. I'm like, motherfucker, dude. Why? Yeah, I almost take it personal, even if it's on
Really?
even if it's on Facebook. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Stop it, because you'll like reverse them sometimes, like where it's like, you're cool, but you'll spell it Y-O-U-R, and then you'll have a where it should be Y-O-U-R, you'll do Y-O-U-R-E, and I'm like, you fucking motherfucker, dude. I'll turn to my old lady and be like, dude, he's trying to get me right now. Sometimes I just take it as a cry for help. I'm like,
he really needs to go back
God
to school.
damn it. Education reformation, dude. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'm never gonna
It's just part of your charm, dude.
Yeah.
It's part of your charm.
misspelling. I mean, if you get it, you get it. You know what I mean?
You get what I'm saying.
yeah.
You can understand.
Yeah. And I guess if you don't, then
Fuck.
yeah, I mean, it's just kind of how I roll. And speaking of shit like that too, so yesterday when I had posted that meme thing about the tipping,
Yeah.
man, you talk
Hot
about
subject, huh?
Holy shit.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, you know what? It was in the morning when I had posted it. And, it was one of those things where, obviously because, I do serve food, you know what I mean? It is a big thing. I did not notice that it was the whole 30% thing. They wanted you to tip 30%.
Sure.
Which, I get it. But then they got all these people on there, and then I'm not even going to mention names because it's already going to give me a fucking headache. And just judging by, you know what? And you got proper grammar, so you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, dude. No,
but the thing was, you know what I mean, is like, and that kind of actually too brought out like who you really are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not tipping. Duh, 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 duh.
Well, and I'm sorry, but like, I didn't disagree with the post. Like 30%, I get it. It's
Yeah.
pretty high. But at the same point in time, it's like, what if you're like your post was what was it, like the bill was $107?
Yeah, or some shit. Yeah.
What's another fucking $20 or $30?
Yeah.
What's
And-
another $30? $34?
Yeah.
Like for starters, that's number one. And number two, like who the fuck, like if I go out, like I don't go out unless I'm prepared to give a fucking good tip.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, go
Yeah.
fuck yourself. If you, and also, even if you don't agree with 30%, okay. To get that fired up about it, to be like,
Yeah.
this is, like,
Yeah.
that's what is making America deteriorate type of fucking
Yeah.
attitude. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
dude, go
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
yourself, dude.
And you know, the other thing, too, and I shouldn't have to sit here and fucking
Well,
explain
Stevie,
myself
nobody else
because-
gets tipped at their jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't make $3.25 an hour.
And the other thing on that too is like, you know, someone could be like, "Oh, you could go get a different job." You know what? Fuck yeah. Here is my thing.
And
I
also,
have
not always.
Yeah. I hate to say this and admit it, I guess, but sitting around waiting on fucking disability. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not going to go out and get another job and eventually have to quit it right away. I
Yeah.
have always kept a fucking job for longer than a year.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yeah.
And I don't want to be that guy that just jumps into something and then I'm like, oh
Well,
shit, guys, sorry.
Yeah. And also, too, like on that note, like, okay, so let's say, according to these people, we live in a perfect world then.
Mm.
We all know that what servers and shit make an hour, okay? And we're all going to say, those of us who are not in the service industry, we say, that's not enough money. They should get paid more, or they should get paid more, or they should go find another job. Okay, let's say everybody in the service industry goes and gets another fucking job.
Right.
Okay, well then who's going to serve you your food, dipshit?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is it going to be teenagers who, number one, if that's the case, you're going to fucking talk down to and treat like shit and tip like shit.
Mm-hmm.
So then they're going to immediately go, okay, well then I don't want this fucking job. And even if that's not the case, well, their parents that used to work in the service industry shy them away, because that's what happens when you have kids. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You try and shy them away from the dumb shit you did.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even bother with working in the service industry.
Yep. Well,
And the same people that preach that shit, oh, well, then don't do that fucking job.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, then I don't want to hear you complain when you're getting served by robots and shit, which you're strictly against, usually.
and you know it's going to be happening soon.
Yeah. It's get the fuck out of here, dude. That or shut the fuck up. Here's an idea. Here's a crazy idea, too. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Just shut up.
And you know, the other thing that was kind of funny too is I didn't even realize that half of those people I was friends with.
Oh, right. Ain't that always crazy, too?
I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Well, that's not actually how it worked. Like, if you really cared about how I'm wrong in how I believe or whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
if you really believe that, and you really are as great of a person as you believe yourself to be, you would not try and publicly out anybody. You would message them or get a hold of them, call them if you're actually that good of a friend, you're concerned about the way that they feel about something. Maybe sit down and talk to them. Because me personally too, is like the fact of the matter is, like, if I have an idea that's wrong and I were to say it to you guys, I would hope you guys would talk to me and be like, no, that's, well,
Yeah.
I understand why you feel this way, but here's,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But really, no, you're not altruistic. You're not fucking, you're being a cunt
Yeah.
is what you're being.
Yeah.
And you want to start a fight on Facebook, which, do not get me wrong, I'm a sucker for sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Same. Yeah.
Sometimes you get a few too many barley pops in you, and you're like, listen here, idiot. You know what I mean?
That's me in the
Dude,
morning.
and shame on you if you're sober doing that shit, dude. That's wild to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're that angry sober, dude,
Yeah.
I bet you're a fucking joy at work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hopefully you're a boss or part of the management class, because that probably makes your employees super stoked to come to work.
Yeah.
You turd.
Yeah.
God
I don't
damn.
know. People suck, obviously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing we can do about it, but
Yeah, but that
yeah.
shouldn't be
you
a regular
can.
saying.
You can, but you just end up going to prison.
Yeah. I mean, there's stuff that could be done.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's just sad, and I think that that's another reason why I truly believe that That cough just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's shitty to say, but I think at some point in everybody's life, and the reason why I say this is shitty to say is because I have children, but I truly believe that everybody should get incarcerated at some point in time. And I'm not saying go out there and commit crimes and stuff like that. I'm just saying that it puts you in a different place, and
It does.
it breaks you down, and you know it turns you into a humble person.
It worked for
You
me.
know.
It worked for me. I went to jail a couple times and was like, fuck this.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy too, man, is like I've been, you know, obviously just, you know, thinking, reflecting type shit, you know
Right.
what I mean? And like, because I listened to a couple of these other podcasts where they have the hosts are convicted felons and they bring them on too, you know, and shit like that. And anyway, I just sit there and try to think like, why the fuck was I doing all of that shit?
Right?
You know what I mean? Was I, and in a sense, I truly believe it was because I was trying to be quote unquote cool.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
100%.
And man, it's just, you know, it's sick.
When you're young, man, I try getting across to my kids all the time, especially my daughter. Like, dude, you don't realize this shit seems to be super important to you right now, but it ain't shit.
Yeah.
Your life is not even fucking started yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, the crazy
and that's
thing.
how it was for me. That's why I got in trouble. It was like, I don't give a fuck about any of you.
Yeah.
I'm doing what I want to do, and I'm going to fucking do it.
Yeah. Yep.
Are we talking about young decisions?
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
getting in trouble and shit
Yeah.
when you're young.
I'll say this much. One thing that I've come to understand, like from when I was a kid, like when I dropped out of high school, I remember the conversation with my mom. And one of the only times I made my mom cry was me wanting to drop out or whatever. And I was, you know, you're young and stupid. And I was like, well, you've done all right. And it's like, she tried to sit there and tell me like, no, it's been a struggle the entire time.
Yeah.
It's like, well, we have a, you know, and I'm thinking from a, you know, 17-year-old kid's head. Well, we've had a place. You've always had a place to live. We've had food to eat. It's like, you know, came with that struggle. And it's like, man, I really hope that I don't have to have that talk with, not in that circumstance with my dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
dude, education is as bullshit as some of the college degrees and shit are, and probably most of the classes they teach you, some of it is very useful. And even if it's not useful,
Right.
it does get you to the next stage
Yeah.
to be able to, you know, follow through with, you know, and get that. As much as I even now might think some of it's bullshit, that piece of paper that hangs on the wall because you graduated a college class, it's like it holds some sort of fucking currency
Yeah.
in the adult world. It
It
really
makes
does.
a fucking big difference.
It does.
I
It
worked
absolutely
for a
does.
fucking big ass huge company,
Yeah.
and I've been there a long ass time, and I'm still in the same fucking position I've always been in, because I can go to my boss and be like, "Hey, I'll go run that fucking shop in fucking Farmington, New Mexico,
Right.
or whatever." Well, you didn't go to college.
Right. It's
Okay, who
okay,
gives
but
a
I know
shit?
how everything in this company works.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I don't have that stupid piece of paper. Is all it fucking
Yeah.
and it could have been for fucking physical therapy.
Yep.
Has nothing to do with my job,
Yeah.
but that stupid little piece of paper puts you above the fucking other guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's one of those big things I think that
I try to tell my daughter that. I'm like, dude, for real.
yeah.
Shit is no
Trust
joke.
me, it's as bullshit as it is, it's worth it because, you know, just because you have a piece, and it's stupid sometimes. You have a piece of paper that hangs on your wall in a frame.
Right.
Just like that one. Fucking useless piece of fucking paper.
Yeah, it doesn't pay your bills, you know what
But
I mean?
it's local AF.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
Local as fuck.
Really, a lot of that shit is, I think it's all a fucking dick showing contest. It's,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Like with your situation, Josh, it's like, yeah, you can know every fucking bit about your fucking job, but they're never going to put you in a management position because you didn't go to college for a.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck sense does that make?
Right. I'll walk into a facility and be like, that we built, and they got some fucking dude that they brought in to fucking manage the place because he worked in California for a couple years at some other facility, but he went to fucking college, so that's what counts. He'll come in there and is not using any of the fucking equipment, having people outside fucking inspecting pipe under a fucking tarp, when
And
we
that's-
got a building that's made for that.
Yeah. Well, and that's why the management, it's a real thing in this country, too, is the management class keeps growing
Right.
because they have to make those college degrees worth something. But
Right.
then your whole country's management, nobody knows how to actually fucking build anything or make anything or actually knows how shit works, whether it's a
Right.
restaurant to a fucking construction. I mean, I've been on construction sites before, like residential, where, it's embarrassing for everybody when a goddamn 19-year-old, 20-year-old is on the job and he's the site manager because he went to construction management school.
Right.
Yeah.
And he fucking, it's not supposed to be done that way. Well, go fuck.
Doesn't know
You
his
want to
head
try and
from his ass.
you want to be 20 years old and try and tell a fucking guy who's been fucking framing for 20 years that something he did was wrong. Good luck.
Right. Well, it's like
Good luck.
engineers.
And then you're going to wonder why you get treated like shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's like engineers. We deal with it all the time.
Oh, engineers
The
are
big
some of the
fucking
worst.
sign that we're
Yeah.
building for, or that we built for fucking Thermopolis and shit.
Yeah.
You should have to have a fucking job in whatever field you're going to be an engineer for. Electrical engineer, fucking doesn't matter. Whatever you're going to be an engineer for, you should have to work in that field for at least 2-3 years and fucking do that shit. So you have
Yeah,
the
you should have
actual fucking
actual real life
physical
experience.
fucking
Yeah.
knowledge of putting something together.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
sometimes the fucking computer shit just doesn't work in real life.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing too. That's what I was just getting ready to say is like everything sounds like a good plan when it's on paper, and
Right.
you're not the guy who has to fucking do it.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, when you get in the field and are actually doing it, it's like, this isn't going to fucking work.
Plus, like, the Empire State Building was built in how many years? 3 or 4?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
And, to do that in this day and age, you'd be looking at 4 years just for the fucking paperwork to go through.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it is a big, all the safety shit.
And it's all of it. It's everywhere from the bureaucracy of the government agencies to the fucking management. It's got to go through fucking how many hands of management, how many times do they got to do a meeting about a meeting,
Right.
all that
Yeah.
shit. When you're the guy in the field actually having to fucking do it,
Yeah.
go like it.
Right.
And then you wonder why fucking there's this, there's a separation between fucking working class, like the people that actually do the shit,
Right. And
no matter what it is, and then the fucking people that own the business or run the business
Right.
or manage it.
Or have the
Go fuck
ideas.
yourself. Because if you, most time nowadays, when somebody's your manager, you're lucky to see them step foot on a fucking job.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
And if they do, they're either standing back at a distance watching you fucking wait tables and wash dishes, or they're fucking showing up in a truck with the heater on or the air conditioning on with the windows up, talking on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
That reminds me of this time that I had to go repair this oven, and the boss man came out with me, and we were taking the oven door off, and it fucking snapped, and like fucked his hand up, and I don't know. He came on a couple jobs with me, which, I mean, was cool that he got to actually see it and everything, but it was like,
You got no idea what the fuck
Yeah.
you're doing. Yeah.
the fuck out of here.
That is one thing I can't bitch about. Like, my direct boss, not the manager of our fucking
Right.
Rocky Mountain region.
Yeah.
He sits in a fucking office, but my direct boss, that motherfucker is like out doing shit with us.
Well, that's a
You know what I
plus.
mean?
Yeah.
So I can't bitch about that, but
My direct boss likes to show up about 30 minutes before quitting time and then act like you guys
Yeah,
ain't
fuck
doing
that.
nothing.
fuck that shit. My
Yeah.
boss used to be like that, and there's only 4 of us left, and we're all the ones that have been around, and we've been like,
Yeah.
no, don't fucking do that kind of shit to me, man. I'm not a fucking
Right.
child. I'm a man.
Well, I'm sorry, but
Don't fuck with me.
being employed, no matter where you're at, should always be a constant. It should always be a constant negotiation between employer and employee, because it's like, no, I'm giving up my time,
Right.
for a little bit of money. Like if I don't feel like I'm being paid enough, do not fucking, and I talk to you about it like a grown up. Don't fucking dismiss me like I'm like you don't need me.
Right.
And while you will try and replace me, it's going to cost you more to replace me. 9 times out of 10.
Oh yeah.
It's going to cost you more
100%.
money to
Well,
replace me than to give me even a 20% raise. Like, granted, that's a lot at one time, but it would cost you less money to give me a 20% raise than it would to fucking fire, or if I
to hire
left and then
three
hire
different people.
Yeah. And hope that one of them works out.
Right. Well, and even can pass a piss test these days.
Yeah, no
It's
shit. That ain't no
fucking-
shit.
You can't get
Yeah.
anybody. They either
Yeah.
can't pass a P test or they will not fucking work.
Well, I
do think that there's a whole, and I think part of it is our generation and then the generation after us. Like, that's a big slot of people. I mean,
Yeah.
macro, talking macro to fill those, because like there's a lot of people in our generation and the generation after us that feel entitled and don't want to work in the same degree. I mean, and part of it, I understand. Like, dude, I don't think it's a good deal.
A lot of it is the government means that on purpose.
Sure,
They
sure.
want fucking people to
Yeah.
be
But I think
reliant
that
on the
on
fucking
them,
government.
yeah. And I think that's the thing too, is like, dude, it's not the best deal to break down your body physically doing work.
yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? But it is needed
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you want society to keep moving forward. So like, what I always I would not overly encourage people to like, oh yeah, get a physical job.
Right.
Like, it's not the best deal. But at the same point in time, those are also the people that fucking know how to do shit.
Yeah.
And once again, and speaking on that note too, as far as the people who know how to build houses and all this shit, and you and I were kind of touching on it earlier with talking about interviews with people and shit. It's like no company wants to train anymore.
Right.
Period. No, they want to have somebody with, well, what qualifies you for this job?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a dipshit. Should I start saying that?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, I'm sorry, but 9 times out of 10 for what they're offering people, pay wise, benefit wise, all this shit, it's dog shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And you want somebody who with, a degree and fucking knows how to do it already, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, why would somebody do that? Like, the trades used to be, well, I guess they still are if it's a legitimate, like a real legitimate trade, you know what I mean? Like
Welding
with a union and all
electrical.
this shit.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, they will train. But I have a real strong feeling that they're not training like they used to. Like,
Right.
when I very first started construction, like I would help frame houses, which basically meant like I started out carrying wood, picking up
Yeah, at
nails
the
type
bottom.
shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was a mom and pop type of fucking operation. And it was like, yeah, you start at the bottom and they train you though. Carpenters, like finish carpentry and shit. I'm sure, it used to all be like, no, you're an apprentice
Yep.
and
Yeah.
you train under me for however many years or whatever, but you actually learn the fucking you really learn the shit instead of this fast track, because we got to fucking keep our bottom line and fucking up our fucking sales type shit. Like, this is
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Nobody knows how to hang a fucking door anymore.
When
Oh yeah.
Used to be the average guy knew how to fucking adjust and hang a door. Now there's people on YouTube trying to fucking give shit advice about straightening your door out or whatever the fuck it
Yeah.
is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
that reminded me when I first moved to Casper, Jesus, 2010, I think it was. Anyway, I got an interview with this landscaping company here in town.
Yeah.
And we met at Metro Coffee Shop. Dude, essentially didn't even really give me a chance. The questions that he asked me, I had no fucking idea. I just moved to Casper.
Yeah.
Can you tell me which directions I-25 goes? I have no idea. Plus, here's the other thing. What fucking does that matter with doing landscaping?
I
little
believe,
bit.
just off of what you were just saying right now, I believe that is something we need to fucking start putting into our shit. And that's no offense or nothing, but a dude was just trying to make sure you had a fucking brain.
Oh, yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. And there was like a couple other goofy ass questions that were in it too, but I don't know. That irritated me, just, you know what I mean, on the simple fact. And then there was I'm not gonna say their name, but they're a Mormon company, and yeah, I didn't get that job either. Didn't even give me a fucking chance.
Well, all you had to do is tell him that you got a fucking 14-year-old wife. And
Well, you should be thankful about that. I have a buddy of mine who he moved to Salt Lake. He's been down there for a while, but for a couple of years he worked for a lumber yard that was owned by a Mormon outfit, and you know, he was killing it or whatever. They wanted to move him, bump him up title wise, not pay, but every year they would have at the end of their fiscal year, they'd have everybody in, and you know, you'd get free soda, and pizza, and they would literally put it up on a fucking screen about how their profits were going up.
Oh,
but they put a pay raise cap on everybody for that fiscal year or whatever, and they wanted to move. And he's like, no, not doing it. I'm not taking on more responsibility for more work and more work for less
nothing.
for no more pay.
Right. I'm in
Well,
the same
that's fine.
situation.
That's fine then. They would put people above him for 2-3 years almost. And finally, they fucking offered it to him. He's like, "Oh no, I actually got another job offer." And he fucking bounced.
Right.
No thanks.
Right. I try to use my fucking cards in that way and be like, I can go over here and fucking make this. I can make $6 an hour more and fucking blah blah blah. And I'm in a stupid spot where it's like, well, go do it then.
Yeah.
I think
that is one of those things, and it is. I get it. Like, it's like, because especially like, what you do for a living and what I do for a living, it's all fucking dudes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's like, dude, threaten me. Like, how do you feel if they were to threaten you? You'd do that. You'd be like, do it then.
Right.
So it's like, I get that there's a finesse to it, because it's like, I get it if I were to do it to my company. Like,
yeah.
They'd be like, okay, well then
Right.
go do that then. But,
But I know for a fucking fact that they can't replace me.
right,
They won't
exactly.
Fucking,
Exactly.
doesn't
That- and
count.
I think
they
that's
got the fucking upper hand.
But I think that's why it also takes a conversation
right.
and some research on
Right.
our end, or on your end, to fucking be like, okay, well, let me go just apply to places
Right.
and see if you get called back for an interview. And go to the interview. Fuck it.
Right.
I've done it before. Go to the interview. See how well they don't even have to offer you the job.
Right.
If the interview goes well, then ask your boss if you can have a fucking conversation with him, and sit down and fucking tell him, like, well, I do have
he's
this.
down to earth, and he fucking
Yeah, I mean,
he
that's
knows.
yeah.
That's the fucking thing. He's bought into the corporate bullshit, because we used to be.
See,
mom
me
and pop.
personally, I go right to my boss and I go, listen, you're gonna ask my D, and you're gonna give me a $5 pay raise, dude, right now. And he's like, no, that's not happening. I'll be like, okay, fine, just ask my D. And he goes, all right, here's your $5 pay raise. No, but that is my next move, though. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it.
That's a good one. I got to ride with the motherfucker.
Because here's the deal:
Oklahoma City,
either
so
we're gonna fuck or I'm gonna fuck.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good idea. I'll wait till I'm driving and be like,
Yeah, do that.
stomp on the fucking brakes in the middle of the highway. It's like, we ain't leaving until you fucking give me a raise, bro.
That's right.
Just
We're gonna have to
break,
come
Or
to
you
break
an
start
agreement.
sucking.
Yeah.
Just start brake checking when he starts, nodding off.
Right? Oh, yeah, I've done that before. That's a good one. I like hitting the rumble strips.
You're giving me a slow, quiet blow,
Yeah.
or you're giving me a raise.
Yeah.
It's your choice.
I see your mouth hanging open.
Yeah. You think I won't wreck us both trying to
Stick
get me
your thumb
one?
in his mouth.
What?
Oh, just testing.
How many more miles do we got?
Only 1,200 fucking miles I gotta go tomorrow.
Oh,
That's dumb.
That's a dumb amount of miles.
so yeah. So when we were talking about the New Year's ordeal, have you ever heard about that thing where you're not supposed to leave your door open, front door open on New Year's?
No.
Well, you probably shouldn't leave your front door open
Yeah, I
Yeah.
try not to do that generally.
ever, but no, I have not heard that.
There was another one that popped up the other day when I was gaming with Dave.
Old Dave.
Yep. Shout out to Dave.
Old Davey Two Socks.
I can't wait till summertime so we can go fucking hitting some balls.
Go to, Dave and Buster's. That's what I thought you were going to say.
Oh, no, we do need one of those here in town.
Dave and Buster's?
Yeah.
We just need to play some good skee ball tables, dude.
I wish we had a fucking Top Golf here. I'd be a golfing motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't care about a golf course.
No,
I'll
but
go
fucking
smash
ramming
balls.
some fucking balls,
Yeah.
dude.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Smoke
he was
a couple darts. Fucking.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm excited, man. But anyway, he was talking to his wife about doing laundry and whatnot, and Crystal had brought up that apparently on New Year's Day you're not allowed to do your laundry because it is superstitious. It's bad luck.
Bad luck, huh?
So I was getting ready. I was like typing it, and like him and I are laughing our ass off. Like, what the fuck is this? Like,
Yeah.
he's like, I got to go to work. I need, and I'm typing it in, and then all of a sudden he's like, hey, Siri, fucking da da da. Yeah, it's a
Really?
real thing.
Maybe that's
Well-
why I got bad luck.
Well, hold on. Because listen, let me tell you guys a little something. This might be surprising to you guys. I know. But sometimes my Instagram reels go down a real deep rabbit hole on conspiracies.
Yeah.
I know, surprising, right? that my algorithm would go that route. But I've been seeing a lot of shit about how the new year, the one that we currently have, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up to like the calendar year in a lot of ancient cultures. Obviously, the new year would begin springtime. And the powers that be, dude, have been around for a while, like the Roman Church or the Catholic Church made it in January in the middle of winter. Because
Interesting.
how are you really going to be motivated to have a new year? It starts in the dead of winter. You're not going to be planting your gardens. You're not going to be growing your own food. You're not going to be, But it makes me wonder about these. If there's a superstition of fucking, I mean, really, the new year should be in the spring. I mean, that would make sense, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But here's another
When
thing
everything
too
is anew.
Yeah.
to think about as well. Man, like the weather has been pretty crazy
Yeah.
lately. You know what I mean?
Don't get me started on that, dude. Dude,
It's
not
the
the
airplanes. All
Chemtrails.
the contrails.
chemtrails, dude.
Chemtrails.
DARPA, fucking goddamn directed energy weapons, dude.
Underground bases.
They've had those for years. We already know about them. I'm just saying, dude, there's a lot of fishy stuff going on.
Yeah. Speaking of fishy stuff, it would be really cool if, and I think we've talked about this before, but exploring underneath, like the ocean and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like the different species of, these shit that they're finding. I mean,
Dude, these drones?
I've heard of them. I've never fucking seen one.
Well, yeah, but so
Well, we live in Wyoming.
let me try and gather my thoughts
So-
here on this real quick, just so I can try and tie it all together. But these the drone sightings or whatever over there on the East Coast,
Mm-hmm.
So there apparently, or could possibly be, tied into the Vegas. You guys heard about the Vegas Tesla truck situation?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It kind of sort of exploding in front of the Trump what do you call it?
Tower.
No, not Trump Tower.
His
Hotel.
yeah.
Hotel
Oh, okay.
in Vegas. Anyways, so the guy who supposedly that did it is a special ops guy with like 20 years of special ops, all that shit.
Experience.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyways, so it exploded, and what was in the back of it was like fireworks, camping fuel, shit like that. It all exploded up. Didn't explode out because the Tesla truck is known to be bulletproof, or supposedly, or whatever. Didn't even break the glass on the front windows of the Trump hotel or whatever. Anyway, they couldn't identify the body. Not even the gun that he used. Like, it was melted and all this shit. And so this guy has all this experience with special ops, but makes a bomb like that kind of thing. Also, his body's burned beyond recognition. The gun is, but his passport and his ID, his government ID, made it out.
Oh, yeah.
Type shit. And then on top of it, so I just was hearing about this on a YouTube video yesterday, and it was this Sean Ryan guy. He's like an ex-military CIA guy, and he has this other special ops guy as a guest on there that received an email from the guy who supposedly died that said he was being watched by the FBI, and that this guy was like certified in military drone operations as well. But anyway, said it. The stuff that people have been seeing on the East Coast are possibly Chinese drones that use I can't remember. I think the word is gravitic. So gravitic propulsion systems, which is something only in sci-fi movies, as we know right now.
Right.
Oh, I got some of it in the garage.
Yeah, dude, you've been buying it up though. Steve's been saying, but anyways,
Sorry.
so it's pretty wild that, like, I don't know, it's just odd to me, and also the fact that, these sheriff's office on the East Coast have been sending up drones to try and follow these things, and they disappear without a fucking trace in the world. So I mean, if we're gonna get into fucking Chinese drones, dog,
Yeah. I mean, it's
and
aliens,
that was a big thing too. Sorry about the seabed. So apparently these Chinese drones can be launched from a submarine.
Okay.
So they get launched out of a submarine and they, break out of the water, and then, but I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think it could be scary shit though. I
Yeah.
mean, if it's legitimate that our government can't figure out who or where they're from.
Yeah.
Well, it's because China's been fucking dealing with aliens.
And we've been
And our
doing
government's
and we've
like-
been doing DEI programs, dude.
Yeah.
We're like,
How
eh,
many blacks are we? And also
Yeah.
that sounds right. Like when you break anything that the government says down to its most simplest version, it sounds ignorant.
Yeah.
How many blacks you got working for you?
Right?
How many Mexicans you got working? That would sound
Yeah.
racist if that came out of,
Yeah.
if you broke it down to its simplest form and then said it. That's how weird it sounds, dude.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
If you go by job title, it wouldn't sound right. If you're like, how many engineers you got working for you?
Yeah.
Right.
How many laborers you got working for you? Doesn't sound offensive at all. But when you're like, well, how many coloreds do you got?
Yeah.
Also, that's hilarious. And I know this it's controversial right now, what I'm about to say. But
Nobody
Is it-
listens to this.
is it
anyway.
not insane? Is it not insane that, like, dude, saying coloreds, racist. If you say people of color, not racist.
Yeah. No,
It's the same fucking thing,
Yeah.
dude.
it is. It is.
Yeah.
That's insane. It's insanity.
It's all bullshit.
It is bullshit, dude.
Brought to you by the.
I remember very fucking.
Dude,
number
imagine
city.
even just with women, dude. Imagine somebody came in to your office, right? where you work at? They're like, I understand. So you're fully staffed then? Yep. Everybody doing well? Like doing their jobs well? Yeah. Okay. How many people you got employed? And they go, let's say 100. They go, okay. Well, how many women do you have employed? Say 20. I don't know.
Right.
Why would it matter how many women you have employed?
Right.
Yeah.
Right? But if they came in, now imagine this, same scenario, same everything, except they go, how many split tails you got working here?
Right.
That'd probably be offensive. Yes or yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Right. It doesn't.
It doesn't matter. Are the people qualified to do their job? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then there you go. That's what fucking matters.
Yeah.
Because I promise, and also I promise you this, that, like, just going off the women thing too, it's like, this is nothing against women working whatever fucking job they're capable to do and want to do, go for it. But I know for like working where I've worked at over the years, it's a weird kind of fucking novelty in the labor industry when a female gets hired, because I will say this much, they're not capable, anything like that, but sometimes they get hired on and they're the most incompetent fucking person
Oh, yeah.
ever, but management will not fire them because obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and it's like, dude, if that was a guy running into the building with a forklift, he would have gotten fired the first time he fucking did it.
Yeah.
I had
Well,
Period.
we had a chick that worked at my work and she fucking fucked shit up
Was she hired on?
left and right.
Was she hired on through the climb program? Because I worked places.
I don't
where
know
they-
if she was hired on through the
Dude, I'll
climb
tell you that
program.
much shit. Dude, okay.
But she fucking straight
Yeah.
unhooked the fucking gooseneck trailer,
Mm-hmm.
didn't take the fucking tailgate down, took the fuck off, ripped
Hell
the
yeah.
whole tailgate off the truck. Nothing. No piss test, no fucking questions
Of course
asked,
not.
no nothing.
Of course not. But if
If
that was
I
a
would have
dude,
done that, I'd
yeah.
have been fucking fired.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
well, they did let fucking old Billy Bob work at Air Comfort for a while when he was.
That's true. But
dude,
what was that?
he-
6 months though? A year?
Well, he consistently fucked up.
True. This is true.
And
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that there's not examples of dudes, but
Right.
oh, dude, that I gotta say this though, because this is hilarious to me. So that climb program, you know, Wyoming for single moms or whatever,
Okay.
they offer training and what they call trades, but one of the things that is forklift operation and all that shit. Anyways, that's been most of my experience with with females that went through the climb program or whatever.
Mm.
They were all terrible. But there's a commercial for it on YouTube that keeps coming up, and it's little bit ironically fucking hilarious to me because it's a real gal, and she goes, first words out of her mouth, shit you not, or like, yeah, I signed up for it and I showed up late, and I'm like, fitting, right? Of course you showed up late. Because one of the gals or two of the gals out of the 4 that I've worked around that come through that program, that only got fired after they made some dumb excuse and didn't show up for 3 days in a row. It was always that. They were always late, and it was like, one gal was like, her fridge broke like 2 or 3 times within a month.
Right.
Interesting.
And it's like, dude, here's the deal. I've been a grown up for, let's call it from 18. So that's what, how old am I? 38 or 18 years or some shit, whatever.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Almost 20 years now. I've been a grown up, right? I have literally never had a fridge go out on me,
Nope.
and I've rented my entire life.
Right.
And I get that it happens. I know it happens
Yeah.
because it's a machine, and machines break down. And when the machine breaks down, we break down. No, I'm kidding. But it's like, dude, 3 times in 1 month.
Right.
A fridge goes down.
Oh yeah.
Come on, I ain't buying it.
Shitty
hired
repairman, maybe.
We hired.
Did they go to the climb program?
We hired to kick off that climb program.
And the company that hires them gets a fucking. They get. It's kind of like hiring
They get paid.
Yeah, they get paid from it.
So
They reimburse part of that person's
our
fucking
temp
pay
hand,
for like
say-
a year or some shit.
say our temp hand gets hired at $16 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually getting hired at fucking $20 an hour
Mm-hmm.
because you got to give the extra money
Yep.
to the fucking temp agency.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you're paying this fucking person $2 an hour under what I've
Yeah.
been making for 15 years.
Yep.
And all they do is come. Well, this chick came in and we have to grind the inside of fucking pipe
Yeah.
so that we can coat it with fucking powder coat on the inside. Well, this fucking. She worked for us for maybe 2 weeks, dude, and fucking sticks her whole arm inside this fucking pipe with a grinder in there, and it fucking catches an edge and freaks out, cuts the fuck out of her hand, and
Yep.
chews her whole hand up and shit. Well, fuck, I'd have taped my fucking hand up. Went
Yeah.
back to work.
Yeah.
Oh, she went to the fucking, to every fucking, as far as she could to try to get as much money out of the fucking system.
Of course,
as
workman's
she
comp,
could.
baby.
It's like, I'm gonna fucking milk this
Well, a lot of
till
people
the
don't.
fucking end.
A lot of people don't want jobs; they want money.
Right.
Yeah. You
Right.
know,
and it seemed 100% like she was like, oh shit, they got me in here now. I'm gonna fuck myself up first chance I get.
Well, I think that a lot of people don't realize, like, and I know, like, I would assume, Stevie, not to call it, like, but you know this firsthand, is like these people that do shit like that and are after, they want money, not a job type of thing. They don't take the time to look at it as like a job. Just sometimes it isn't just a job. It's also a meaning of purpose.
yeah.
It gives you purpose throughout your day. I mean, like, dude, I fucking took the week of Christmas off because I had paid time off. I was a lazy piece of shit and felt like a piece of shit. A
Yeah.
lazy piece
Oh,
of shit.
yeah.
Because it was like,
Yeah.
well, fuck. Like, I necessarily don't want to be at work, but also, you know, so it's that like thing where it's like, well, I fucking work 7 days a week in the summer. I've worked my ass off in the wintertime, 5 days a week. You know what I mean? And so part of me is like, dude, I deserve a rest. And it got the better of me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, wow, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a nap in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking be late. But like at the end of that week, it's like, dude, I gotta do
Yeah.
something, dude. Because this is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you don't look at work, work, like I said before, it's a fucking. It should be a negotiation. You should get compensated. Most people should get compensated far better than what we are
Right.
Oh, yeah.
for our time at work.
I spend more time with the people at work than I do with my family.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
And it's like, but there is a small part of it that it's human nature to have a purpose.
Yeah.
Kinda
I
like-
have to. If
just
I
like-
didn't have a job, I'd fucking kill myself.
Yeah, it's like, well, what do you do? And it's like, and like with where most people are at, I think it's like, so you take like, I would have loved to taken the week off and tinkered around the garage, but it's like, dude, I don't, with what extra money to buy
yeah.
lumber or
Right.
whatever the fuck my hobby is. It's
Yeah.
like, well, with what extra money?
Fucking milk.
We've been taxed to shit to no end. We fucking inflation is just a hidden tax on everybody that people in government and everywhere else are making on us.
Oh yeah.
But it's like,
Oh, but
But-
Trump's in there now, so we're good.
we'll see. Putting your trust and hope and dreams in a politician is like fucking shit in your own hand and then wiping with that same hand.
I
buddy.
just like
And then-
I try to tell people all the time, just watch Idiocracy.
Yeah.
Just watch that fucking movie
They're
at
dude
least once a week.
left. The thing is like that sucks about it is like politics are the biggest or the most obvious issue on this point, but life is a pendulum in itself, right?
Right.
It always swings real far one way and real far the other way, and it hardly ever spends any time in the middle. And politics is that pendulum right now, and the thing that sucks is it sends all of us into flux besides them.
Right.
Like
Oh yeah.
politicians and bureaucrats and all this bureaucracy, red tape, and why does the government, even your local governments, why do they need 5, 6, 7 fucking buildings that are fucking 5 stories high or bigger and 100 and some fucking offices? Like, why do we need that?
Right.
Those people should all lose their jobs. We're all paying our taxes for these new buildings and all that. And all it does is put red tape on our lives. It doesn't put red tape on their fucking lives.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
You go to do anything in a government building as a citizen, I mean, it's got to go through fucking 30 people's hands. And, you know, the people that ultimately get the say in it go to fucking 5, 6 meetings a week. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
If a government outfit fucking goes to buy a hammer, it's got to get approved by fucking 6 fucking people, and by the end of it, it costs fucking 100 times what the hammer would have cost if they would have just went to the goddamn hardware store and bought one.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah, our
You know what I
shit
mean?
operates like that.
I'm
That's
sorry
how
to say,
we
but like,
fucking
dude,
work.
we pay all this fucking tax money, even locally. They want this tax money, and then they can't even handle fucking fixing streets properly.
yeah.
Right.
And normally, when they do, they hire some out of town fucking outfit,
Yeah. Speaking of
and a year
fixing-
later, it's got new potholes in it.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of fixing the streets, I want to give a shout out to Jordan Hansen, the mayor of Mitchell, South Dakota. That man is doing some pretty mighty things
Nice.
over there. And yeah, I'm going to get him on the show. We got Arts in the Park that's coming up this summer, if I remember correctly. It is July 25th and 26th, I think.
Cool.
But either or.
Well, bless him if he's doing good work.
Yeah. Well, when you were, sorry, I'm always a fucking scatterbrain, but when you were talking about how it's got to go to this person, to that
Yeah.
person, and everything, it reminded me. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I did. Take Gillette's Finest for a little fucking. I mean, it was a couple blocks. I mean,
That's what
it
they
was
train
still,
for.
It was
That's
still
what they
fucking
train
high
for.
speed chase. I'd
Fuck him
say.
either way.
But while I was sitting in jail waiting to go to court for that shit, the judge passed away. So actually I had to sit there, and I had a lawyer too, not a court-appointed one. One was fucking
real one?
hired.
Oh.
And yeah, dude, I had to sit there longer till they got another judge to.
Right.
Well, of course.
But I mean, yeah.
Well,
like
because
I
there's
said,
not
it was-
multiple judges. That wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Well,
Judges that make fucking $50 an hour and fucking go into court for fucking 2 hours a day.
dude, I went to fucking jail for stupid shit when I was a minor. Got picked up, went to jail. Sat in jail all fucking weekend long. Waited for Monday to go to court. Went to fucking court. Got out. They released me from jail. That same night, I walked to the fucking gas station to go get orange juice. They fucking pulled me over and put me in, or didn't pull me over. I wasn't driving, but they fucking
Stopped ya.
stopped me because I was still young and there's curfew and shit. So they're
Yeah.
like, oh, checked my ID, and I'm like, I gave them my ID, everything, all good. It's like, fuck yeah, here's my ID. I'm old enough to be out. They fucking arrested me, put me back in jail. I sat there for a whole week waiting to go to fucking court. Go to court, and the judge is like, dude, you were just in court for this. I was like, yeah, I know. Well, okay, bye.
Yeah.
Well, you guys gonna compensate me for I just lost my job?
No,
and
no,
fucking been
no.
in here for a
Fuck
week?
no.
No.
They even take your money.
The judicial system is not here to say sorry or anything like that. The cops are the state's henchmen out to collect money.
I tried telling that guy.
And-
I was like,
and
I
also-
just got out of jail. I just
Dude,
got out of jail.
all they
Well,
are
it
is-
says you go to warrant.
They're henchmen to collect money for the state, dude. That and also, isn't it everybody's job to make their job, useful?
Right.
Everybody has to justify their job, yes, because without that job, now I wouldn't get that state pension that the taxpayers, once again, pay for the rest of that cop's life,
Well, they could have just
the rest of
called
the judge's
fucking
life,
judge.
the
They
rest
just
of the
called
bureaucrat's
fucking
life.
judge. Been like, hey, this guy says he just got out of fucking
Yeah,
jail.
no, they're not in the business of fucking saying sorry and sorry we wasted your
Right.
time.
No, we're going up.
I'm
We're
still
going to the
pissed
fucking
about
jail.
my.
Sorry, buddy, but judicial systems and state entities are about like insurance companies. They're not here to fucking preemptively fix you. They're here to fuck you.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
I still want my $20 back from the fucking jail up there.
Yeah.
My dad sent me $20 when I did like that week or whatever. You know, so I could call and shit.
Right. It
Never
showed up
fucking
on your
got it.
books.
Never got it.
I had a fucking $90 case knife that a sheriff stole off of me, even though I didn't go to jail. He took it off my person, and it disappeared. And I called the fucking sheriff's office about it. Well, we'll ask the sheriff. Nope, the sheriff didn't see it. Well, the sheriff fucking pulled it off me.
I had a Boker fucking Kalishnikov, the guy that
Yeah.
invented the fucking AK-47.
Yeah.
He designed this knife. It was $120 fucking pocket knife, but I
Yeah.
thought it was cool, so I bought it. The fucking kid that lived behind us fucking punched me in the head with fucking brass knuckles.
Right.
The fucking fire department and the fucking ambulance, all this shit shows up, and they're like, dude, you have to go in the fucking ambulance. I'm like, dude, I'm in my front yard. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll go in there and fucking tape it up. I'm good. No, they fucking forced me to go in the fucking ambulance,
Yeah.
and they took my fucking knife
Yeah.
because I can't get in the ambulance with a fucking pocket knife. I'm like, all right, whatever.
And then it's weird how that
They
shit
fucking
disappears.
stole
ain't
that
it?
motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
I go to the fucking sheriff's
Well,
office.
no, they didn't steal it. They didn't steal it. It
Well,
vanished into
right.
thin air.
I go to the sheriff's
Well,
office. and
he's
I'm
been
like,
arrested before, so
I explained.
he's probably lying.
Right. I explained my knife, described it and everything on a piece of paper. Sheriff calls me up like 2 weeks later. Is like, oh, we got your knife. I'm like, cool. Go in there. It's this big ass, huge fucking. It's
Bowie
not even a
knife?
pocket knife.
Yeah, it's a Bowie
Like, what the
knife.
fuck? This is not my knife.
Oh, dude,
Well,
like
I guess that-
Crocodile Dundee to you?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? This is not a knife. What the fuck? Yeah, I still haven't ever seen it.
You know, and that's a fucking problem. That's the problem with fucking anybody in authority
Right.
roles or whatever.
Right.
It's like, yeah, they're supposed to be held to a higher standard. They're supposed to be more controlled and more put together than us. But what are they at the end of the day? They're still people.
Right.
And you can split that either which way you want to. But people make mistakes and people fuck up and people are fucking ridden with fucking failures and weaknesses.
Right.
And the deal is too is like, you know what? Maybe some of it comes from being in a high stress job. Maybe you get either whether you get worn down from it or it takes a toll on you, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not here to give out sympathy or judgment really, but at the end of the day, the perfect solution, like, and letting people be without consequence, like a lot of police officers and bureaucrats and all this shit and politicians, the answer is not to give them more fucking clemency or give them clemency or
Right.
give them fucking a free ride or even an excuse. Like I'm really interested to see what happens with this cop or ex-cop, whatever you want to call him, that did the standoff for 17 fucking hours. Because if that was a fucking guy that wasn't a cop that went down with in town, if that wasn't a cop, he'd have been shot.
That's
dude.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look at
Right away.
look at the veteran that got shot. That dude that was on his fucking at Blackmore.
Right.
Yeah,
He
that
got
shit-
shot, and then this guy gets 17 hours of standoff. And what's gonna happen with
Oh, the
him?
guy
Because I'm
with a
real
fucking
yeah. And
samurai sword.
the guy with this
Oh,
toy samurai
I'll,
sword that got
I'll
shot in the
shoot
fucking
you in the
head,
face instead of shoot your fucking
Yeah,
leg.
or tasing you.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the first taser failed. Why not have somebody else try and taser him then?
Right.
If you're that,
Or shoot him in the fucking leg.
You know-
it's fuck. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
Speaking of that.
Oh, maybe it's wild that dude, 6 weeks of training isn't enough
Right.
for
Oh,
a
yeah.
police officer. Weird. Who'd have thunk, dude? It took me fucking 2.5 years to learn my job properly, and it's not fucking dealing with the. You know what I mean? I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't get to have a gun and point it at people if I want to. You know what I mean?
I don't know how it is everywhere, but I know in Gillette, in order to actually like be like a deputy or
Yeah.
whatever, you had to fucking work in the jail. I think it was
well,
for
that's
like a
that's.
year.
I think
or two.
that's what it is to be a sheriff here.
It is.
Oh,
You have
okay.
to
Yeah.
work in the jail.
Yeah.
Every sheriff now that I see, you were the fucking guard that was a dick face.
Well, and I'm sorry, but if we're putting it to a numbers game, and this is my call, I'm not an expert, nothing like that. But last time I went to jail, dude, lot of jacked sheriffs up in there, and I don't think it's from fucking just lifting weights, dog.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, and they probably think they're better than everybody.
Oh yeah, they're
I-
cocksuckers.
I can already picture them in my head.
Yep.
There was
I
one
haven't
in
been
Gillette.
in jail in a long time, but
Me neither. It's been so long, dude. I haven't been there.
I can't remember the name of that fucking guy, but yeah, I got him. I got him good. Because he would come around, you know, and he'd just, you know, he's that fucking prick. You know, you can't have that type shit.
right.
Although I will say this, last time I was in jail, there was one chubby guy, and he's been there for quite a while because it was years before that I got arrested the last time, and he was a major prick. And maybe, hey, here's what I'm saying: maybe the rest of the guys are just fit bods, dude, and he's bummed that he's not.
Right.
And he's had the same. He like nobody's ever been like, dude, you should be out on the street, get a truck. And he's like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
You want to hear what I did to that motherfucker?
Yes.
So he was always so strict about having the newspaper on top of the TV. So what I did in my funny ways, I fucking took that that paper that was up there, and beings, you know, it'd be folded or whatever. Well, I ripped out a bunch of my fucking pubes, and I put it in the middle of that. So when you pulled that down, yes, pube face, fuck you.
Hell yeah, dude. Suck my pube, bitch.
The only thing that was kind of a bummer is I wish I would have been there to see his face when he was doing that shit.
Hey, fuckers.
You.
Pube face.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy was a jerk off. Well, I guess not all of them. Not all of them were. There were some good ones, but
Well,
There's a couple cool ones in Casper when I went, but
nonetheless, we don't condone going to
yeah, I wouldn't.
correctional facilities.
I would condone if you
well,
do.
I guess we
definitely
did.
sprinkle
we were
pubes on
talking
people,
about.
dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
and there's times when I'm like, fuck, I could take a week in jail.
Yeah.
Not me, dude. I'm
Just sleep and fucking read books.
I listen. I'd be okay with it if it weren't for the shit, dude. When did they go to from slides to Crocs, dog?
They have Crocs now?
Yeah, and they're dog shit. You don't even get the fucking 4-wheel drive mode.
Yeah, you can't buy fucking extra fucking. I used
2000.
to. Yeah, I would buy fucking the extra flip flops off of fucking commissary
Yeah,
and then stack them so you had the double fucking.
yeah. No, they do
I think it
Crocs
was-
now, dude. It's
yeah,
fucking
I think
stupid.
it was. I want to say it was like 2007
Yeah,
when I was in Gillette, and they fucking came in there and they're like, "All right, everybody, give us your shoes," and then they fucking threw them Crocs.
Really?
Yeah,
fucking stupid, dude.
yeah. It really did not help the handball game. At
No,
all.
and it's fucking, dude. They're worse. They're so bad for your feet. Like they're uncomfortable motherfuckers.
Dude, I'm sure they stink like a motherfucker.
Dude, and somehow I don't know how the science works out, but they stay on your feet less than fucking slides do.
Right?
Well, it's probably because you can't put your foot in there any deeper.
Right?
yeah, you're restricted.
Yeah, you got toe restriction going on, dude.
Now I gotta wear fucking. Yeah, see, when I was in there,
Jail. You know what the funny thing
flip
is?
flops.
Is like jail wouldn't even be that bad if you got to wear your own clothes.
Right?
Really
It's
wouldn't.
kind of.
Hey, I came out.
That's how the
By the
treatment
way, that
facilities.
reminds me, I gotta bring that shit to you still because they'll fit you.
The poop book.
No, well, yeah, my poop book, my jail clothes that I came by somehow.
Did you put your regular clothes on over your fucking jail clothes?
You know how bad I was fucking.
I think it'd be
sweating
hilarious if
dude?
you got caught and you're like, "What?"
Yeah.
They're like, "Your jail," and they're like, "You just got fucking orange sticking out underneath." You. I don't know what you're talking.
No, I
dude.
fucking saved an extra set.
Oh,
When they came and did laundry, I didn't turn my shit in, and I kept it under my mattress. till I was getting released.
Dude, the real
Or
jailbird
two
dog.
fucking sets of fucking
The
jail
real
clothes.
outlaw Josh and
Dude, I was sweating, bro. I was sweating it bad when I was fucking getting out. I'm like, fuck,
they're
I
like,
should've
dude,
never
hopefully they
done
don't put me back in here.
this. Right, dude, I was like, fuck, I should have never done
Did I
this.
tell you about the fucking sandwich that I brought into prison and I got caught for?
You brought a sandwich into prison?
So I
From
was on
jail?
Yeah. Okay. So I was on like the work release type thing,
Right.
and hopefully Kilo's out doing good.
Wait,
I
hold
see
up.
him on Facebook every now and again, but
You went from work release to prison?
so they have. It's called I'm sure they still have it. It was called the CTP program,
Right.
and you'd live there, but you could still go out. And anyway, Kilo, his old lady at the time worked at Great Steak and Potato. It was in the mall in Sioux Falls, and he would every now and again, Kilo would be like, "Bring me back one of them sandwiches." I'm like, "All right, I got you, and I fucking see. Here's the thing, though. I'm glad I got caught for that and not the other stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Because and rest in peace, T. He was actually there, and he was the laundry cart guy. So that one, there was some. Anyway, back to the sandwich. Illegal stuff.
It wouldn't be hilarious, but it would be hilarious if this was the story of like how you got to prison, though. Smuggled in a sandwich. To jail.
Oh yeah. What are you in here for?
Sandwiches mostly.
And you know what's crazy? After thinking about
I'm a
it,
sandwich
too,
boy.
is I probably could have got charged with another felony for
I bet.
bringing
Yeah.
shit in.
Yeah.
But the guard at that. Speaking of cool guards, what was his name? Voight maybe. Anyway, it don't matter. But
John Voight
he was
from Anaconda.
You could tell he was a dork, Yeah. But he was just cool as fuck, And I came in there, and then they seen me fucking throw that into the laundry cart, and then he's like, "Vanderheiden, whatever you put in there, go get it." And then I fucking brought it in there, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta write you up for this." And I'm like, I'm like, the boys are hungry.
As he's eating it, he's like,
"Oh
I
yeah,
gotta write you up for that,
It was funny because after I got the write up and all that, I'm like, "So where's the evidence at?"
Yeah. Dude, that's funny.
You have no proof.
I gotta write you up for that.
Yeah,
I hate to do it.
yeah.
Did you ever seen that movie, Lone Star State of Mind? They got a fat sheriff in it, and he's sitting there eating meatloaf, right? And this guy just got shot. He goes, "Now you say Tanker Johnson's the one that shot you?" And he's like, "Yes, sir." And he's like, and they go through the whole rigmarole. And he goes, "Let me tell you this much. Yours truly is gonna get to the bottom of this here meatloaf, and then I'm gonna go find your Mr. Tanker Johnson who shot you." Like dumb shit like that. Like,
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this fucking sandwich.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this here meatloaf, and then I'm gonna go find this Mr. Tanker Johnson who shot you.
You brought something, or you sparked my mind about something that I was gonna bring up earlier, and that's the wonderful thing about this podcast. I mean, we have been going for 2 hours.
Yeah.
But we're
Holy
having
shit.
a good fucking time.
Yes, sir.
Movies. Have you checked out the new Beetlejuice?
I did.
I did.
What did you guys think about it?
It's all right.
I think it.
I don't think anything can beat the first one.
No,
Just
it's like
'cause I
the
was-
first one's like a sore pecker, dude. You just can't beat it.
Yep.
Right. I was young and it was fucking cool.
But as far as sequels go, they're years later than their predecessors. I think it was pretty good. Like
It was not bad.
I did watch it, and I had really no problems with it, honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
And a lot of it, I think a lot of it too was that Michael Keaton was in it again.
Right.
Of course.
Michael
yeah.
Keaton's a fucking legend.
Well, I mean, let's be honest.
Hopefully
if
he's
you're
not
gonna
on the
make
list.
a sequel and you don't put the original cast in it, it's fucking garbage.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Oh yeah. Well, and especially with everything lately, like, and I haven't watched a lot of them, but like, you know, all they do is remakes now,
Oh yeah.
Right.
or shitty sequels or prequels or whatever the fuck it is. It's like, dude, there was this Beetlejuice, and then the last one that I actually watched that I thought was pretty good was the last Ghostbusters they did.
Oh, okay.
Or the last one or last two. It was pretty good. It was okay.
I haven't watched
Anyways.
any of those.
The newer Mad Max one is pretty good. Was it Fury Road or
Okay.
whatever?
I haven't seen it.
It's pretty good actually. Pretty rad.
Dune, I haven't watched any of those either.
But the last Mad Max one, I think it's Fury Road is what it's called. If you haven't watched the one before that, it doesn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense.
Here's the deal breaker for me, and I already think I know the answer to it, but it's Mel Gibson in it.
You bet your ass he ain't.
Yeah.
But they did put a fake nose on who's the fucking super hunk. Fuck, I can't remember his name.
Danny Glover.
Yes, they put a fake nose on him, so you can't really tell who he is.
That's cool.
No, I think it's Chris Hemsworth.
Okay.
They put a fake because it's funny because you see it like right out the gate, like who's in it. You know, if you're watching on Netflix or whatever it's on. And we seen the thing for it. I'm like, well, we watched the last one, may as well watch this one, you know, type of thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, Chris Hemsworth is in it. It's so crazy because it's like his fake nose and he has a beard in it or whatever. It threw the old lady off for like you watch the movie for fucking 10 minutes. You're like, well, that's got to be him because the old lady's was like, we were over halfway through the movie. She's like, wait, is that Chris Hemsworth? And I'm like, yeah, dude. I don't know, dude. He's the only buff guy with fucking blonde hair. Yeah.
The penguin thing still gets me.
I started watching it, but I have not. Like, I started watching it, and it really. I don't know if it's because I had heard other people talk about it that were like, it's good, but it's kind of like The Sopranos,
Right.
like more or less. And then also, it's like, dude, you got to fucking. He's a hot guy.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's putting all. It's like just to hire a fat guy.
yeah.
Right.
I don't know if I would put it in the same class.
Well, you know what I mean.
as-
Not Sopranos,
yeah.
but like that feel, like his act or the way he talks and everything.
Most
You know what I mean?
definitely.
It kind of just comes off that way. But I didn't think it was bad though. I think I watched the first 2 episodes and I was like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
But also I was getting ready for bed and then I kind of forgot about it the next day.
Well, I think what did it for me is how they hyped it up in the beginning.
A lot of hype, huh?
I'm not saying that it was like a bad show or anything. I mean, it was, really cool, but like it, just like I was saying, it was way too hyped up.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for mob crime shit. And then when it like advertised out, I'm like, oh man, this is, but yeah, eventually if you watch the rest of it, you're going to be like, oh, this guy's kind of a fucking douche.
Right. Yeah. Oh, so it's about a rich cocksucker? Yeah. Wild. Some things I get, like, I don't know if this is like that, but like some things I'll get to watch and I'm like, oh, no. This is too much like real life. Like the rich shithead wins. Yeah, sorry.
Right.
I'm having a real hard time with, I like the missing person type thing, but I have a hard time with it due to, you know what I mean? Just like obviously, both of you guys too, having kids.
Right.
And shit like that. It's kind of like, oh man, I don't want to go to bed fucking.
Right. In a fucking weird state of mind.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm starting to understand too where some of these people are like, everyone's glorifying serial killers.
Right.
And stuff like that. And, man, like some of the paintings that I've done, are, and it kind of gives me a weird feeling, like the Jeffrey Dahmer one, like that guy's,
Right.
he's out there.
He was, yeah.
But he was, I guess, what you would call pop culture icon. Is that
Yeah.
the right thing? I guess.
Yeah.
For the time period, anyway.
Right.
I mean, because nobody's seen shit like that.
Right.
But I think that kind of goes along with the stop making stupid people famous.
Right. Hell yeah.
And what ended up happening to him? He got a fucking mop shoved up his ass.
Right.
Which,
Yeah.
I mean, that should, be kind of like the punishment for...
Oh, I agree.
When I was listening to that one show the other day, and the guy was, talking about... he went in, and this dude stole his shoes. Another convict had brought him in and was
Right.
like, hey, do you want to get your shoes back? This is how you're going to have to do it, type
Right.
shit. And I never heard of this combination before. I've heard of another one. Honey, boiled honey with a little bit of water and some salt, I guess. And then they threw it in the microwave, which I don't know. I guess every prison's different. We didn't have microwaves or whatever. But threw it in there, and then when it was boiling, then he fucking threw it on the dude, beat him with a lock and sock, fucking. But I think that should be the punishment for,
Right.
crimes of such nature.
For sure.
Boiled honey.
Boiled honey.
Dude, sandblasting. I sandblasted myself in the arm once.
Mm.
That would be the worst fucking thing, dude. Strap somebody down and fucking sandblast them.
Well, what about the Great Molasses Flood?
I don't
You ever
know
heard
what
about that?
is.
Over on the East Coast? I don't know. I started watching this show called, God damn it, what was it called? Unbelievable.
Okay.
Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
Hosting it. Yeah, dude, there was a molasses flood over on the East Coast.
Wow.
And that's, this dude fucking was taking a nap, wakes up, he's in a bunch of rubble. And he stands up or whatever, goes to fucking start walking, he just gets stuck because molasses, when it's cold, and it was
Right.
happened in the wintertime, starts to harden. Dude, you imagine dying like that, dog? Imagine being encased in molasses, and then, because some people got encased in molasses and then floated because it went into the river as well, and then ended up out because it was Boston Harbor.
So is that the real Xeno man?
Mm-hmm. And that's how he come about. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
A lot of
how
people don't know
Brendan
that.
Fraser
That's how,
was born.
that's how Brendan Fraser was born, dog.
Coated in molasses.
I watched the whole shit, but I selfishly binge watched Extreme Cheapskate.
Mm.
Check that out
I'll
if
have to
you
check it out.
have not.
It's like the couponing show, but
Hardcore.
Right.
But
A couponing show.
speaking of that, Alicia was hardcore into that, and she would coupon like you wouldn't believe. But I think that kind of stems from mom too. But anyway, I think on that show, I think some of it's bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say, just from like,
It's
like, this
Are
has
these,
gotta be
what are these people that
like
like?
full of shit,
What are these people that get like ketchup packets from restaurants and put
Yep.
them into a bottle and shit?
right?
That's wild.
this one lady, serious medical issues. Usually, her husband's the one that takes care of her. She had extreme tooth pain, and went to the dentist. And this, that, the other. I actually asked the dentist, could I do this myself? And they're like, he's like, yes, but it's not recommended.
Right.
Well,
The
then
dentist is like, yeah, dude, that's like hella painful.
you should have seen the tools that her husband used. It was like this old fucking,
Rusty pair of pliers,
and they like cleaned it. And
a chisel,
Oh man.
tank.
Like, she probably got some sort of infection or something. I mean,
Well, in real life,
dude,
probably
it was
so.
like
Yes.
a fucking. It wasn't like a baby, dude.
That sucker was in there.
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah. Then there was let's see, this one guy, he would just take his date to restaurants just to eat the chips. So
Good move.
I saw
Yep.
that one.
Good.
okay,
move.
yeah. And then he brought food on a little I can't I think it was like a ferry or something like that. But yeah, they sat there and if I remember correctly, he got it from somewhere, like out of the garbage or
Dude, and for what?
fucking and
For
gave her
what?
dead flowers.
Does he not have a job?
Oh no, he's just super cheap,
Oh, fuck off then. Then
saving
don't.
money.
What did that guy
Well,
do?
yeah, okay, but let's okay.
Man,
You know,
there
hold
was
on.
I got
Let's run down this then. He's taking a date, and he fucking brings garbage food or whatever. Brings her dead flowers, right? Because he's out to save money.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's say she goes for it. Let's say he gets some tail, right? First time, fucking wonderful. Second time, pretty all right. They start living together. And he's like, we ain't buying soap, dude. She stops washing her cooter. Not properly anyway. She's not doing it. You know what I mean? What's the point of even living, of having
What's
just
the
for
point of
friendship,
having-
dude? You can just have a buddy, dude. Trust me, it's not worth the extra headache or the extra bills, dude.
speaking of engineers, previously there was an engineer on there, and his house, the inside of it and in the garage, is essentially wrapped in plastic.
And for what would that be?
Bring up the value of his home.
Oh, so that way there's no.
He was even yelling at the lady appraising it. Stay on that plastic.
What a fucking great fella, dude.
Guess where he slept? In his bedroom closet.
Of course. Because nobody looks at the greasy fucking closet floor. Fuck off, dude.
Well, it's he only has to use a little space heater. Plug it in.
Oh,
Yeah. Saves lots.
what a deal.
Oh, it's an different guy, but on the electricity thing, he would have a 25-second shot clock above the refrigerator. You could only open it once a day for that 25 seconds. And then if you went past that, you owed your dad money.
What a turd,
whatever.
dude. What a turd.
But the one that I thought was extremely funny, well, I mean, they all are, but this one lady, so she wanted to have a date night with her husband. She goes to the thrift store to get lingerie.
Hell yeah.
And the funny thing about it was is when that shit popped up and then Jessica like came into the room, I was like, babe, these are tips. These are tips.
You want to try and save money?
Yeah.
Thrift store panties.
Ugh. Fucking barf, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking barf.
And then she tried hackling them down too.
Of
And
course.
then oh yeah,
$3.
she went and got
$3.
Yeah.
Dude.
a little out of my budget.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? $1.50.
When she went to go get like a wax and all that, she brought her own like the gel or whatever
The
they
glue.
use, and asked if she would use that because it's a lot cheaper than what they were using. It's pretty.
Just do it yourself.
This sounds insane.
Dude, it's a gnarly rabbit hole, but like,
Is this on Netflix or something?
It's on one of them.
yeah, I want to say it's like an A&E show or something.
Right. Yeah.
Damn, bro.
It's on the same shit as the fucking My Strange Addiction.
Oh, hey,
That shit's crazy.
we
too. were
kind
fucking
of
lady that eats a couch.
briefly,
Yeah.
briefly discussing it yesterday. Disney Plus.
Mm.
You can watch The Town on Disney Plus now. Did you know that?
No.
I don't have Disney Plus because I don't support fucking child rapists.
Ooh,
Just
that
kidding.
is
I
a
can't
very-
afford it. So
I think we still get ours from somebody else.
Oh, don't say that too loud.
Yeah, whoa, dude, you're yourself.
Whoa, bro.
They
Disney
can
will come fucking helicopters and shit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they can
They'll start
smell
following
it.
your phone. They can smelt it through your phone, dude.
They smell it.
Well, fellers,
Yeah.
It's almost 2.5 hours.
Yep. Hold on, I got one more thing real quick. Who the fuck is texting me?
Florida guy.
Up. The one and only David Brower. He's ready to play that hockey game that we
shit,
installed.
get on the hockey game.
This is what I was going to say before we headed out of here. I'm going to do a Charlie Chaplin painting, too, at some point in time.
Nice.
So keep your eyes peeled for that. He lived 88 years and left us with 4 profound statements. Nothing is forever in this world, not even our problems. I love walking in the rain. Oh, it's almost going to make me tear up.
Uh-oh. What do you got? What do you got?
I love walking in the rain because no one can see my tears. The most last day in life is the day we don't laugh. 6 best doctors in the world: the sun, rest, exercise, diet, self-respect, and friends.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, that did almost make me tear up. I don't know why. Weird.
Dude, you watch that that video that Kate shared? The Teskey brothers, I think is who it is. Yeah, rain. Oh, you're crying again. It's a jam, dude. It's a jam. That's some bad boys right there.
You know, I mean, I know we do talk a lot, but you know, things do go into play at some certain time, but we're gonna have to make little spoof videos again.
We ought to start doing that.
Because that shit was fucking fun, dude.
It was fun.
I mean, it was, huh?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. little spoofs or whatever the hell you want to call them. But
Little goofy videos for little goofy boys and bad boys who don't like to make pee-pee in the potty.
yeah, and I would like to say follow us on Facebook, but the Facebook page really doesn't get not much more play. Looking into Twitch to do some live streaming.
Let's do that.
You know, different
Let's get into
platform.
Let's get twitchy with it,
Yeah.
as Will Smith would say.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that because, you know.
Now they'll fucking fuck us.
Now they're gonna fuck us on Twitch too.
Well, you know what's really funny is someone on one of those podcast pages that I follow was like, I'm having a real hard time. Every time I go and do a show, there is another show that does exactly what the fuck I do.
Right.
Guess and everything.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
They're listening. They're listening.
But we're really not going on Twitch.
No, we'll
I
never.
don't even know
We'll
how to
never go to
spell it.
Twitch.
Right.
We'll never go to fucking Rumble. We'll never go to fucking YouTube ever again.
You just get to hear us.
Yeah, you can only hear us and our sexy boy voices talking about the sweet 5-man calendars that we're gonna do next year.
Yeah.
I'm down.
All kinds of good stuff. What do you think? Do you think I should release like this whole thing or make it like
2?
bitter?
Oh, you want to put it in and take it away a little bit?
Yeah.
You want to tease a little bit?
I mean, nobody really listens to it anyway, but it's still fun.
It's still fun, dude. Thanks for letting us pretend that we're important for
Yeah.
2.5 hours.
And hopefully you got something, laughed. Hopefully you didn't spit that drink out. But
That good milk.
yeah. And if you did,
Milk.
hey, I guess it's not our job to
Tell people what to do
or
what to spit out, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you did, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Drink raw milk. Fuck the government, dude.
Yeah. And remember,
Unpasteurized.
the egg comes before the chicken.
The egg always did come before the chicken. That was backwards.
Now, these videos are a little old. They look a little dated. I don't want to hear any jokes about them. And don't let the style distract you. And I don't want any questions about the tables.
That's right. We're out of here. We truly appreciate each and every one of you. Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast. I'm your host, Stevie V.
These videos
Josh
are a little old.
And Jake.
They look a little dated.
Do us a
I don't wanna
favor.
hear any
Share it
jokes
up.
about 'em,
Do
and
all
I
that
know it
wonderful
sounds
stuff.
scratchy.
Love you. Bye.